What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Marvel Contest Champions live stream. Tonight we're going to be doing the final night push for Iceman, which I don't think we're going to have any issue picking him up. I think we're pretty much in the bag at this point. One more round, we definitely are in the bag, but again, this is also open Discord, so if anybody wants to jump in and join, jump on into Discord. If you're not on Discord, all you gotta do is join up. Information should pop up here just in a second, thanks to Nightbot for Discord. If it does. What's going on, Jamie? Where is Nightbot at? Is Nightbot not working today? Nightbot calling sick. What's going on, Paul? What's going on? Erasmo, what's going on, man? How you doing? Where is this at? It's showing I put one in, but it's not giving me. There we go. Thank you, Nightbot. About damn time. I thought you were done at 6.5. I'm just playing, man. I haven't got any info of a higher cutoff. There's no info that anybody can give of higher cutoffs. There's no actual info that anybody can give on cutoffs, period, but 7 million was what I was going to shoot for anyway. I was going to go for 3 the first day, 2 the next day, 2 the next day. So 7 million was where I was going to stop. But I'm just going to play for a while. What's going on, Jamie? What's up, buddy? What's going on, Ristic? You're funny, Ristic. Good plan. I think he's going to be right around 6.5. I don't know what the cutoff's going to be. That's what I say. Nobody can really give you an accurate prediction on a cutoff because could go higher, could go lower. Look at the scores for Psylocke. She was like what 2.5 the first round and what 3.5 the second round. So. What's my assassin level? I don't have assassin unlocked. I don't go for any of those masteries, so I don't have it. The only one outside the key ones I've really focused on putting anything into was Mystic Dispersion. I'm not moving stuff around and putting it in Assassin or other things. Hey man, well hopefully we'll get him. Hopefully we'll get him. You've got a pretty good score too, so I can tell from the points that you've put up in the arena. The arena event. You didn't stop going for him, did you? Or was you playing in the other arena? You put up 6 million for Psylocke, yeah. You have 1.8 in Iceman? Where'd the rest of your points come from then? Doing the featured arena? Because you've got a decent amount of points in the arena 3-day event. I thought it was far away from that, not to get hit by it. $4 million in Abomination. Well, you've probably got an Abomination then. Congrats on the Abomination. Well, hopefully you get him then if you don't have him. I've got him. I never did awaken him, I don't think, but I've got him. Or at least you're hoping he will be. Go for it. You're almost there. Just get another couple million points and you're good to go. You can do that in one night. In the featured arena, you can at least. I would if I were you. You've already invested the time into it, so. Hey, I'd invest if you don't have him. Go for it. It's not that much over the milestones anyway. What's going on, John? How you doing, man? If you can sneak a high-duped Abomination into Alliance War defense in a tricky spot, he does pretty well when you get someone unsuspecting. Well, that's kind of the good thing with Alliance Wars, and the bad thing with Alliance Wars now to begin with is you kind of go in expecting really crappy characters, so. I'm doing okay, John. I can't complain, man. I mean, this last alliance that we went up against yesterday, they what was it? They They were talking smack like hardcore. Like I can't remember if the guys that were talking smack were in the same opposite Alliance War group that we were in, but they were talking mad trash, and it was like I went to look and they had downed our boss, but they had died like 16 times to take down the boss. And then it's like, you know, you're talking smack, and I took down your boss and I didn't lose one character, so there's really no smack talk there. But you know, these Alliance Wars, they're not like the old school Alliance Wars where it was like that 16 kills matter. Now they don't. But I thought it was pretty funny. I didn't talk smack back to them, but I didn't need to. I think the fact that I dropped their boss with a character that I'd used the entire war was enough smack talk that I needed to do. What's going on, T. Ricky? Did you know Ristic likes butts? I did. He loves mine. Been too long. It has been, man. I've wondered where you been. He can't. Ristic loves big butts, and he cannot lie. They didn't even kill my Spotty. No, they didn't. They didn't kill your Spotty either. They took out the boss, but they couldn't kill the one next to it. That was something that really kind of blew my mind too. Like, how do you take a noted boss down, but you can't even take down the one that's got the node going to it? You know? He likes dudes' butts. Yeah, definitely. He loves dudes' butts, man. Cowboys' butts drive him nuts. But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. They couldn't even take your Spider-Man down. I was happy we got... But see, that's the thing that scares you a lot of times too with these new Alliance Wars. Even though they did all that stuff, they got the boss down. And I think their exploration was probably on par or a little bit better than ours. And just the defender diversity thing scares the shit out of me every single time. Because I know we like took them to school, you know. We took them to school, period. But where defender kills don't count for anything anymore, it really... it really just kind of pisses you off. Because it's more, you can tell it's more driven towards spending at that point, you know? Because there's no repercussions for how many times you die. It's like, hey, die as many times as you want as long as you're spending money to win. We don't care. It was the bleed immune known. That Spotty doesn't even bleed though. Oh, Spider-Man was bleed immune. I got you. I got you. That's what I'm saying. They don't make that big of a deal, period. That's what scares the shit out of me. Because you could play the game perfect, and it's just like, nah, fuck it. It's like there's no repercussions for playing terrible. I throw up a bunch of crap on mine. I'm surprised I got one kill yesterday with the characters I throw up. Everything I put on the board is basically just for diversity, though. Come on. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jesus. What's funny is that Link also gave the boss stun immune, but the node is stun immune anyway. Kabam logic. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. You can't stun the bosses to begin with anyway, so that does not make any sense whatsoever. Hey, T. Ricky, thank you for the donation. I got to plug that in. Add a donation. To you, Ricky. Let's get the message. Because it should speak the message out. Well, that's a lot more than what was put in there. Gotta learn where the periods are on the keys, on the numpad. There we go. That should speak it out.
Ristic said it's not gay if you cross your fingers.
I love it. Thank you, brother. It's hashtag thank you to Ricky in chat, guys. Or hashtag thank you Tricky, because that's what it spells out anyway. 550 Mephisto on regen mini or immune to debuff. Snowed has been killing it for us. Hey, that sounds like a good one, man. If you could ever get it, you know. I don't have him. I probably never will have him. Alright, let's change some of this stuff up. Sorry, guys. Just give me 1 second to change a couple of things around. There you go. Got it all took care of now. It was pretty funny. I gotta admit, I like that. But thank you, definitely, thank you. That goes a long way in helping get that bill paid. Finally get the bill caught up some. Where have I been? Dude, where have you been? Where have you been? Like, I've been here for the past, like, week now. Playing this, at least. Outside of this, though, I haven't been anywhere. I've been here the whole time. Where you guys been? I think a 455 Mephisto dupe 200 would kill. Yeah, no kidding. You think so? That would be, like, insane. So, where's Toast? I have no idea where Toast is. I talked. He came in Tim's chat the other day and talked to us, so I don't know. Toast is in the oven. He's getting warmed up, is he? Too bad I can't pull a featured 5. I don't try for the featured 5 stars. It's too much of a risk for me anymore. I don't get 5-star shards that easily anymore, so. I tried 3 on Stark Enhanced 5-star and got Luke Cage, Superior, Iron Man, and Rocket. Wow. See, that's why I don't do that. That is exactly why I don't go for the featured characters. I opened up 1 Loki featured crystal, and I didn't get Loki, and that was enough for me. The risks just don't outweigh the necessity of getting more 5 stars. Because, I mean, that's like, you look at it, you could have technically opened up, instead of the 3 featured crystals, you could have opened up 4 regular 5-star crystals and been halfway onto your next one. So, do you play Friday? I do play Friday. I haven't in a long time, though. I haven't played it since I hit level 101, because it kind of got boring. Thought you weren't an arena grinder? I'm normally not, but I sat down and grinded 3 million points the first day in the Iceman arena, so I figured let's get him. Can do 2 million a day after that pretty easily. Sticking with basics, too much good stuff coming in there. Yeah. See, that's you get more. You get more characters out of it that way too, because you're not wasting 5,000 shards. I'm balling with my 5-star old man Logan. Oh Jesus. Am I going to play it again? I'm planning on playing it on Friday the 13th because we're supposed to be getting the new content. Supposed to be getting the new Stoner character, which is going to be awesome, and we're supposed to be getting the new Jason from Part 5 and the Part 5 map. So yeah, I'm planning on it. Is that Pit typing? Oh no, it's Ristic. What's going on, Pit? Old Man Logan sounds like he'd be a really awesome 5-star. Said no one ever. Somewhere I can hear the fizz of a gummy bear being dropped in a Zima. I'm guessing that comment's for Pit. I would assume that's a Pit comment. Yeah, kind of figured. Kind of had a hunch that was a Pit comment. Look at this bastard evading like crazy on his first couple of hits. Let's go ahead and get rid of those evasions then. Alright, now you ain't got no more. You did power drain me, which fucking sucks. I was hoping to get an L2 on him. Alright, whatever. Like I can't play Star Wars anymore because I can't afford to pay the bill for it every month. I have Old Man Logan at rank 2 at the moment. I think I might rank 4 him. Ugh. Oh, don't, no. Do not rank 4 Old Man Logan. Oh, God, Ristic. Dude, I mean, if you're wanting to troll people, that'd be the ultimate troll right there. Because everybody would think you were stupid after that point. Old Man Logan's garbage, dude. Take it for somebody that's got him at like Sig level 80 or Sig level 99. I can't remember anymore as a 4-star. If only I awaken him. I despise Miles and Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler, I don't have nearly as many problems out of Nightcrawler as I do Miles Morales sometimes. I want him as my profile pick. Yeah, because that'd be the ultimate troll. He regens. His regens like shit though. And he got claws that pop, yeah, because he doesn't like to pop them anymore because he killed the X-Men with them. No, he's not the best by any stretch of the imagination. He's not on par with some of the other really crappy ones either, though. So I mean, he's middle of the road, but I wouldn't personally take him to a rank 4. Yeah. For now, we got ads. I don't know. I haven't checked the videos from yesterday to see if they hit me with anything. I think they're getting a little bit more scrutiny here lately from YouTubers, the big YouTubers, especially with that Casey Neistat stuff that happened, where he was contributing all of his ads on the video to charity. And they hit him. going on, New Life? How you doing, buddy?
Doing nice. How long has the stream been on?
About 25 minutes. You ain't missed too much.
What's up, buddy?
What's going on, John? Everybody's jumping in now. The live stream from yesterday had 6 to start the video. That's normal for live streams, though.
How are you doing, New Life?
Doing nice.
Good.
I'll take. Oh, you're talking about Old Man Logan. I'll take him over any of the 4 stars. My alt has Joe, She-Hulk, and Iron Patriot. Look, that's not really the best in the world. What's going on, Doc? How you doing, buddy? Who am I online? We've got New Life and John in the chat.
Hey.
For Mutant, Iceman, Archangel, Wolverine, and X-23. That's a pretty good lot of characters they're here on. What up with the Tombstones? It's just Tombstones are just a form of in-stream currency. It's just for fun mostly. You can do bets with them. You can do other things with them.
How's that Psylocke doing, Doc?
My Archangel is my favorite champ. Siga 80, 5'5", my magic killer. I don't have him, so I don't know. I've heard a lot of good things about him. I never really have any troubles fighting him, though, so... I'm guessing he's definitely more of an offense as far as that goes, carrying a character.
Did you open that free crystal?
Yeah, I got a 2-star. I let Julian open it today.
No. That's what I got.
I can't remember. You got like a 2-star Winter Soldier or something.
Yeah, somebody got a 4-star. Green Goblin.
Oh, in the Alliance, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, saw that. Saw him post a picture of it. But yeah, one day, hopefully, if we got enough money to spare, I wouldn't mind being able to give stuff away on the channel using the Tombstones. That kind of rewards people for being here. Right now, we just don't have the money for that kind of stuff. But one day, hopefully, we'll be able to.
Yeah. That's why I'm not betting mine.
John's saving his. If we ever get to the point where I can do giveaways with it, I'll reset them every single month.
Oh, well. Guess I shouldn't be saving them then.
You play with them, dude. Yeah, Eternal Warrior, been streaming MCOC since last week. Again. Just needed a break. So anytime anybody asked me, that's why I told them, just not right now. Not planning on it anytime soon. Needed a break from it.
It was only like 3 months.
I don't even think it was that long, to be honest. I'm not sure. I still kept making them. I mean, I streamed every single day almost. Streamed a lot. Tried to. Did as much as I could. It's just wasn't contest for the time being.
Just like
Actually, I can go in and look. That was the last contest video I did. So September was 1 month. August was 2 months. July was... It might be about 3 months then.
Oh, yes.
I've been watching the crystal videos.
What kind?
The playlist you got with all the crystal openings. I've been watching them.
Yeah, it's been about 3 months.
Yeah.
What's going on, Tally?
So what's all this weed business you're talking about?
Oh, this what?
Weed business. You're like, well, if we had more money on the channel, then, I mean,
He's
there's
talking
some
about
way to go.
giving away stuff.
Yeah, if I made more money from the channel, I would give money back. Cause all I need to do is pay my bills. I don't care about the
I was
rest
just
of it.
messing with you because you were saying we, and like,
Well,
you got an
we-
invisible producer over there.
No, we as in we are a community. You know what I mean? Like
Touche.
if
Okay,
if it
that's a
wasn't
good
for you,
comeback. I like
yeah, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have this period. You know. So we are a we in my
This is
mind.
Well, I just got to come in and, you know.
Yeah, you got to come in and give me shit. I know. I get it. I'm cool with it. I fully expect it. I wouldn't have you guys
Well,
if
at
it wasn't
least
that
you
way
know where it's at.
sometimes. You know.
Indeed, indeed.
Psylocke is pretty decent. She went for a really low score. If I'd have known she was going to go as low as she did, I would have got her. New set of 4 stars for me. Any 440 worthy, all unduped. I have Iron Fist, Archangel, and Punisher 2099. I would think Archangel and Punisher 2099 would probably be worth at least a rank 4. Iron Fist, I'd probably just leave it rank 3. King Kush, what's going on? Easy Riddler Gaming, what's going on, guys? How you doing? If you have Hawkeye, that would be great. Hawkeye's awesome.
I got mine at 20 at 4. Right, 4.
My problem is I've got so many skill characters as it is. Like, Hawkeye just usually ends up taking a back seat and never getting pulled up.
No, what Gray's real problem is he hasn't got that 5-star Luke Cage yet.
But
Yeah.
I did 5-star what? 5-star Luke Cage? No, screw that, man. See, that's what I mean. Like, we got like right here, we got Falcon, Daredevil, and Hawkeye.
What is that?
That's some moron. Later. I don't even have any idea what he was saying.
I don't either.
Bye.
I don't think he had any idea either.
I don't think he did either. But I mean, that's like the problem I got now. I just pulled a Gwenpool, so she's going to go to rank 5 before any of these guys do. But I got Falcon, Daredevil, and Hawkeye all sitting at rank 4.
Are you able to upgrade it now? Oh no, you told me you had to wait.
I gotta wait till Tuesday to get her. Once I get Iceman, I've got all the stuff I need to get him pulled up there. I think we got some more coming in here just trying to troll. Just waiting for the microphone to open up and ban them.
That's the problem with the open forum.
Yeah.
Estás calvo. Estás calvo, hermano. Estás calvo. Calvo.
Yeah.
Estás calvo.
Later, douchebag. And we got the Chinese guys getting ready to try and say something too. Waiting on that. Come on, go ahead and say something so you can get banned.
See, now you're scaring everyone, Grave. Now no one wants to come in and freaking talk with you or nothing. They're like, man, I don't know. He's going to be mean to me.
No, it's not even close to being that, you know?
Hey, it sounded funny, though.
He's probably going to say China #1.
I would, if he doesn't, I'll be surprised. Just wait, maybe he can't. Maybe he's wanting to be a troll and he can't get his microphone to work. Who knows?
Yeah, that's everyone. He's like, damn, they found me out. I gotta head out now.
He caught on to me. He knew what I was
They're
going
gonna
to
dox
do.
me.
Yeah, I wish I knew how to do that kind of stuff.
Dude, I wouldn't even know if it had been done to me. That's the thing.
I'm pretty sure that old dude just left the server completely.
It's like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just left completely. He didn't even attempt it.
I don't see him anymore.
I don't see him on the server list at all.
Like, they found me out.
Yeah, screw him. What
Graves
did I
on-
get from the free ego crystal? A 2-star. Same thing I always get from these things. Actually, I take that back. One time, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Brutal that gave out one of the venom crystals, and I got venom out of it.
Nice.
That was the last time I
4-star?
got 4-star venom. Yeah.
Nice.
That was the last and only time I've ever got anything out of a free crystal, so I got disappointment too. I feel you, man. That's all I ever get. That's all I ever get out of the monthly crystals too, is 3 stars. So thank you, Santiago. Go ahead and take care of him, buddy.
Hey, Santiago.
Santiago obviously knows whatever language it was he was speaking. I think it was Spanish, but I'm retarded and I don't know these things, so I didn't get insulted by that one iota. There was not the least little bit of that was
Couldn't understand it, huh?
yeah. He's
Yeah.
the one that said bold in Spanish. Talking about bald in Spanish? Is that what he was on here saying? Bald? Damn, dude, you guys suck at fucking giving these out. That guy's gone. Your fucking picture is a KKK member. You're fucking blocked. I ain't even giving you a chance.
It is a full moon, so the trolls will come out.
No, trolls are always going to come out. Trolls have no life. Trolls were not loved by their mothers. Except for Ristic. Ristic was definitely, he's loved by everybody. He's like the most lovable troll in the world. What is that game, Mr. Potato? What?
Does anyone else remember the game Mr. Bucket?
Mr. Bucket. I don't think so.
I don't.
It was like this little bucket that had a motor in it and had wheels on it, and it would go all in crazy directions and crap. And he had his hands on top of it that would like move back and forth. He had to try to get the balls on top of it, and he would spin them back out of it. It was like some freaking play school freaking game for, you know.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember the commercial. It was freaking hilarious.
Oh, motherfucker, got you before you even got in here. Fuck you. Fucking
He didn't
jackass.
get to say anything.
He tried to. That's the thing. He tried to, but I got him. I saw him pop into the welcome center, and I knew what he was going to fucking do. And sayonara, motherfucker, you're banned.
It's so hateful, Brave. Why are you so hateful?
I'm so lovable, man. I am so lovable. I'm a big, bald fucking teddy bear.
You may be lovable, but that doesn't make you unhateful.
That's true, too.
See, you're full of hate, but you're easy to love. I don't know how that
True.
works, but we're gonna roll.
Gotta stay on top of your shit, man. That's the good thing with being like involved in YouTube. You gotta stay on top of your shit, man. So people start coming in, start trolling. You gotta watch it, and then you take care of them. Sayonara, motherfuckers.
How was your day, Telly?
Mine, it was
Yeah.
lazy.
Me too.
Very lazy indeed. I ravaged through my subscription box and ran out of things to watch and just been sitting playing Bioshock Infinite all day. I
I never did play any of the Bioshock games.
remember the first thing that it was described to me as is a nightmare with a controller.
Hmm.
And
I've always seen
original
really good stuff.
Bioshock, if you play that on a TV with a good surround system or with headphones on in the dark, oh yeah, it's good fun.
I don't really play scary games.
See, I don't like well, I take that back. I don't like gory movies. Scary movies aren't too bad, but I don't like gory movies.
See, I don't care for scary movies. Don't bother me. It's scary video games that freak me out because they're more realistic than the fucking movies are.
Because you're involved with it, and then your hand, the rumble pack and the controller starts going off.
Yeah. Fuck, and it's just like fuck this shit. And I'm done. The last scary game I tried to play was in 2004, and that was Silent Hill 4: The Room, and it was a room just about the same size as the college dorm room that I was in. And it was normal fucking room to start out with. There was nothing going on. You just couldn't get in or out of anything. And I'm playing it like at midnight in the pitch dark in this room. And the room inside the game starts making freaky ass fucking noises. And it's like, nah, I'm fucking done. I ain't doing it. I can't do this. This game's hitting too close to fucking home right now. I can't do this.
Shut the monitor off. Sound keeps going.
I was playing on PlayStation 2. I think was out at the time. I think that's what it was for. I don't think it was for PS3. I think it was PS2. Old school, man.
Okay, pop quiz. Anyone know what the original slogan for PlayStation was?
Oh Jesus.
That's a long time ago.
People say that's a long time ago. I was working at Funko Land at that point.
What was it?
You are not ready.
You are
And
not ready.
it was you were not ready, but it was spelled out the letter U, the letter R, the word not, and then a lowercase e that was red.
Yeah.
So it was you are not ready.
Grave tender, left or right. You gotta swipe, man. Swipe left or right.
What if I got a crack in my screen?
And you're stuck swiping to one side or the other.
But I don't want to cut myself.
That's what I'm saying. You're stuck swiping left or... You're stuck just swiping to one side, so you're either gonna hate everybody or you're gonna love everybody.
Well, I suppose.
Depending on where the crack's at, you can always swipe one way or the other.
Yeah. Now, have you ever seen that commercial? Friggin' dude's got the crack phone. He's got like a bandage on every finger.
Yep, I did.
Yeah.
I remember
The
that.
phone's ringing, and he's just looking at it like, oh, I don't want to do this.
I don't have the roster nor the patience to grind for featured. I'm not going for featured. I'm just going for the basic. I don't have the time or the patience to do a featured grind anymore. I used to back in the day.
I'd say this will be the lowest one, though.
Y'all grab them, come back real quick.
No worries, New Life.
Okay. We'll be here.
Is that the one where you walk around in a circle, Grave, or am I thinking the newer Silent Hill? I have no clue. I didn't make it outside the room. I know that like you walk around the room for a while, and then doors start opening up from the playthroughs that I had watched on it recently. I never made it outside the room though. Once it started making the freaky ass noises, I turned the damn thing off. It wasn't for me.
Yeah, that's usually a good thing.
I got Kingpin, Falcon, Iceman, Punisher 29 off from featured 4-star. Nice, dude.
Oh no, I gotta get my charger. Kabiza Rodila.
I'm waiting.
Well, at least you're waiting. It's good not to be prejudgmental.
I'm waiting.
Are they gonna let us down?
I don't know. They're not saying anything.
Uh-oh. Somebody in there?
See, now they're just trying to distract you from the game. That's what it is.
You should be able to stop at 7 million.
Right,
I probably could stop at 7 million, and I think I'd be okay. But I just want to take precautions.
you're
Safe
having
for
too much fun playing. That's all it is.
no, better safe than sorry. No, I really would like to stop right now and be done with it. But
He's waiting for the right time to strike.
Nope, they're gone.
Alright, well.
It's okay. He just went up to another room. Same thing the other ones did. He's trying to get his microphone to work or get his little MIDI to trying to get his MIDI to work properly.
How many points you at, right?
6.8.
Oh, you're about there, ain't you?
Yeah.
Where are you going to stop at? 7.5 or?
I don't. I'm just gonna keep playing. I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Probably by the time his thumb's getting on.
I appreciate that, Santiago. Thank you, buddy. I got some more crap from the latest 5-star. From the last 5-star. What'd you get, brother? Two of my allies put up 8.6 million. Yeah, I saw some guy posting that had done. Someone in the alliance posted a picture yesterday of a guy who put up 7 million points in the first day. It's like, nah, ain't nobody got time for that. That's ridiculous.
Oh, Jamie, put your thing online.
What is it?
Put your thing online.
Put what thing online?
The YouTube thing to check you.
What?
It's in line, the battle group thing.
Oh, what is it? What's it say? Do I need to? Am I tagged in something?
No, it's just showing you to go to your YouTube.
Oh,
thing.
Jamie. Did Jamie post it?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Ready?
I got you.
Great,
Yeah.
picking up what you're putting it down.
Yeah, I got you.
Tim's doing it too.
Kamala Khan. Oh my God, dude, that sucks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that sucks, man. 7 million in a day. That's like my lifetime total. I think that's their lifetime, like gone. Their whole day is gone. I know someone at 11.5 million. I just don't understand why. See, I don't understand it either. Oh, we got two of them back in here. Let's see what's gonna happen.
Oh, let's see. Uh-oh, here we go.
Chinese character dude came back. He left and came back. So
Uh-oh.
Well,
got
he
his
hasn't
mic to
gotten
work.
enough.
maybe
He got
they're both sitting in an 18+ room. That Kabiza, I've been watching him.
They're
He's
waiting to
left.
strike. They're
Yeah.
waiting to strike.
We'll see what happens.
Well, does that make them trolls or pervs?
I don't know. I'm gonna take care of them when it comes, though. They're probably going for that
Hope they're not
Warbound
pervs.
title. Probably. I did not see that, Wolvie. Currently at 8 million. You've got him then, Shane, I would say. So congrats on that, man.
Yeah. It's back.
Mm-hmm. Saw that. I felt sad.
How's he on again?
They keep jumping out of rooms. I think they're trying to. I think they think it makes noises on my end if they jump back and forth between rooms, but it doesn't. I've got that stuff turned off, so it's not going to help them. Which device you use to play MCOC? I use a Samsung Galaxy Tab S2.
How you play it through the computer? You just hook it up.
No, I got I go through. I've got my Elgato set up. The Elgato runs to an HDMI splitter. The HDMI splitter goes from the HDMI splitter to the Elgato, and it also on the other side of it has a Google Chromecast hooked up to it, and I've got a Chromecast app that I send over to the Chromecast. The Chromecast sends the images through the splitter to the Elgato, and the Elgato sends it over to OBS. So it's actually
Huh. How many 5 stars you got, Kelly?
I try to follow you, Grave. I never can.
What do you mean?
And what's sad is I've got an Elgato capture card, but I have like half an idea of how to use the damn thing.
It took a lot to get the Samsung to work through it. If you've got an iPhone or anything that's like Apple related, all you got to do is have a lightning cord or lightning cord or whatever the hell it's called.
No, I don't want to touch Apple.
It's just one cord. Samsung's the harder thing to do. Does the Samsung device lag? No more than the normal game lags itself. Like I'm not having any issues just by casting it. No. I mean, you can see it on the screen, so.
What size your tablet?
It's just the normal size. It's not the big size.
Oh, okay.
I opted for the smaller one because the big one was like really big.
Yeah.
And it's at least one generation old now, so. Because they've got the Samsung Galaxy Tab S3 out, but I can't afford to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Did you hear me tell you about how many 5 stars you had?
Me, I have absolutely none.
Oh,
I am
God.
5,000 shards away from getting my first one.
You'll get there. They'll make it
You'll
easier
get there.
eventually to get them.
Yeah.
But no, well, I got to play in order to get there. I have had no time. No, see what it was is I got really upset after last month's thing. I think it was last month or the month before. I don't remember what it was. When they had, what's her name? Frickin' from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Nebula?
Yeah. And I got to the day before her, and then I had missed it because I had a freaking update on the game, so it wouldn't let me log in until after it freaking switched over and I missed her. And I said, screw it, and I didn't turn it off for like a month and a half. What up, Vargas?
Welcome to the graveyard.
What's going on, Vargas? How you doing, buddy?
How's it going, guys?
Wait, how are you gonna welcome us to where you just got to?
Yeah.
This has gotta like bend physics in some crazy ways. You gotta write that.
The problem with Androids is the Android OS. That's why they're slower. Yeah, I mean that's why most people that do the Legends, everybody that does the Legends run do them with the iPhones because they load faster. But I've never been an iPhone type of person. So.
How was your day, Vargas? How was your day?
I take that as a bad day, apparently.
It is possible that he's still in the middle of his day.
It's possible he could be hitting up a hooker right now. We don't know. I don't trust Androids. May have seen Blade Runner too many times. Are you on your way home?
I'm going to work. I got a retarded motherfuckers in front of me. Trying to dodge them.
You're going to work. I got you.
See, I told you, he's in the middle of his day.
Yeah.
I've never been too worried about trying to make a. What's up?
I can't stand people who can't drive fast.
I didn't think anybody drove fast in New York. I thought everybody was stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
That's why you got sidewalks.
To drive on? I mean, you kill people. that's vehicular. That's vehicular manslaughter.
Yeah.
Really? You never listen to George Carlin? Come on, Grave. I mean, throw me a bone here, man. Throw me a bone, Peter.
That sounds a little.
Shark with a freaking laser on his freaking head.
Oh, you okay? I got you. You're going Dr. Evil. I thought you were trying to be a gay guy there for a second, which wouldn't be too much of a stretch.
Like that.
I mean, it wouldn't be too much of a stretch anyway, because it'd just be you being normal, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on. Do you need me to squeeze out the third, maybe the fourth testy? Go down here like everybody.
Shit, I remember when Grave used to fucking pull the gay Jason, and he was playing Jason.
Hey, Gay Jason was fun. Gay Jason was always fun.
Alright, let's
And
go.
that's the funny
Yeah.
thing. Part 5 Jason looks like Gay Jason, so it'll be even more fun when he comes out. Those funky fucking ears. And they've got a stoner. They got a stoner coming to the game too, so that's gonna be fun.
What?
Dave's not here, man. Let's get Jason to come to the door. Be like, Jason's not here, man.
Hey, Grave, you talked to E.
Mm-mm. I don't talk to anybody from the MCOC community other than Tim.
I think he won it. Oh,
I think Legacy won it from what everybody was saying earlier. Yeet came in second.
I saw him win something.
Yeah, he won his day. Legacy won, Legacy, whatever the hell the kid's name was. I think he's banned on the channel for coming over here talking shit at one point in time before he started his channel.
Yeah,
But
he won the whole thing.
I don't know.
Here we go again with the character name. See if he can figure out his microphone this time.
So a guy named Legacy won?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a
Go
YouTube
figure.
channel.
That's what I say. I'm pretty sure the kid got banned at one point for coming over here talking shit for no reason, along with a bunch of other 4 Loki guys for coming over talking shit when they was nothing to really talk shit about.
Or Loki. I know that alliance. What the fuck is it? Who's in that alliance? I've heard
Brian Grant. That's why they
Oh,
came over.
fuck
That's
yeah.
why they came over talking shit, because they thought I was saying bad stuff about Brian. I never said a bad word about Brian in my life.
I can say something bad about him.
I prefer not to. So let's not. I don't want to get anything started with people. Like, I didn't say anything bad about him. I didn't say anything bad about anybody, to be honest. So there are certain people I don't. There are certain people I don't like. He doesn't fall into that category. That there are people that I don't like, and it's okay. People can get upset at me if they want to, but I'm not gonna fucking suck dick and pretend like I like people I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in that case, Graves, I need to tell you how it knows. Sorry, setup was there. Couldn't pass it up.
Yeah. Hey, it's all good, man. There's only been like 1 or 2 people that I've ever said before that were in the MCOC community that I actually didn't like. So I don't understand why people would come over and just be like, you know, they just assume shit, you know, for no reason. People just assume because people are stupid.
Well, here's my theory on it, if I may. I think there's 2 classifications of gamers. There's the old gamers, and there's the new gamers. The younger generation who has been born into gaming sees it as something different than the older generation, which we grew into gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think that's the disconnect, is because older gamers understand the culture of it. You know, you talk a bunch of smack to each other, but then everyone's good game after the match. Whereas you get the younger generation who literally develop anger toward people. They don't realize that, it's just part of the fun of it. And that's why I think it's very dangerous to let, your 6 and 7-year-old on a game like COD or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, no, they haven't developed yet.
Oh, you
I can
hear
agree with that.
4 and 5-year-olds cuss all the time on PlayStation and Xbox.
Oh man, I've heard some of the most viral stuff come out of kids' mouths, and I was a Marine, so I mean,
Well,
like,
heck, look at that little kid that came in here the other day. He couldn't have been over 10 years old, and he said he slept with his mom. I mean, come on.
I was here.
And that's the problem.
I was here.
They don't even realize what they're saying, man.
No, they don't. I mean, it's like I guarantee you, these trolls that have been in here tonight, at least between the ages of 7 and 12. Have to be, because they think it's funny, they think it's hilarious. That's not fucking hilarious. You're not doing anything. You're not disrupting anything. My band hammer takes like 5 seconds to get rid of you, if that. Like, if I'm watching the room, the band hammer will happen before you even get your first word out.
Yeah.
Well, what it is they end up watching some of this stuff that, They don't understand the context too. They just go, "Oh, well, everyone's laughing at them." It's like, okay, when Eddie Murphy was doing Delirious or Raw, you know what I mean? Or
Mhm.
when Richard Pryor was up on stage doing stuff, you know, he ended up they ended up doing some raunchy stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was for adults. It wasn't aimed at children.
No, it
And that was
wasn't.
the whole thing. Is an adult laughs at it because they understand the context of it. A
Yeah.
kid just mimics what they hear and they think they're going to get a laugh. They don't understand why it's funny. There's the problem.
Yeah. Kids these days
Richard Pryor
need
was
role
the
models.
king of comedy. I don't care nobody say.
He was the
Yeah.
king of comedy.
I agree with
They,
that.
you know who the four greatest modern comics, in my opinion. There
Who?
was Richard Pryor.
Yeah. George Carlin.
There was George Carlin, Robin Williams, and Eddie Murphy.
That's
Those were
it.
the four. Those were the four that built what comedy is today.
What
Is
about
every
Charlie?
form of comedy? What?
Charlie Murphy.
Charlie
Charlie
Murphy.
He's funny. He was funny.
We're talking about
He's funny,
classics,
but
though.
he didn't sculpt the way that it's viewed nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at everyone else. They came from one of those four schools, because you had Carlin, who was very anti-PC. I'm going to say whatever the hell I want. I mean, hell, the 7 words you can't say on TV and radio came from him. He went to jail for that stuff. So he understood what it meant to speak your mind. You had Richard Pryor, who did the same thing, but he did it from a very different perspective. But he wasn't afraid to go out on stage and say exactly what he thought. These four guys, they could literally say anything in the day, and you couldn't do nothing. And now 3 of them are dead, and Eddie Murphy doesn't do almost anything anymore.
No, he doesn't.
I mean, he's not the same as he was back in his heyday. And you know what? Maybe that has to do with his brother dying. Maybe that has to do with a lot of different things. But
Yeah.
man, he's getting old, man. He's getting old.
Can we all agree guys that Pluto Nash was not a good movie?
It's the Spice Girl. She did something to him.
I never watched Pluto Nash, if that says anything about it. So
Lost.
it was an Eddie
That's a
Murphy
movie.
movie.
Oh yeah, now I remember it. Yeah, where he's the superhero.
Yeah, it was kind of It was not a good movie. So
Well, 80s had a lot. The 80s and the 90s had a lot that were exactly good. See, everyone keeps talking about the 80s and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, look at all these great movies." It's like, yeah, but you can find a diamond if you dig through enough crap,
Nash
'cause there's
Bridges
good
was a good
movies
show.
doesn't mean
Nash
they're-
Bridges and Pluto Nash are two totally different things, though. T. Ricky,
Yeah.
two totally different things.
remake, but I worry that they
I know.
really screw it up. Masters of the
What is it with Hollywood remakes movies? I mean, can they not come up with new movies?
No, they can't. That's why everything's a
They've got
remake.
the problem is they're not letting any new creative talent in there.
Yeah.
If you look at it, it's the same directors, it's the same producers, it's the same actors, it's all the same, and it's a close-knit community that just keeps circling stuff. That's why
Well,
it's so hard for any
If you let new people in there, that's how you get Tommy Wiseau's. The guy who did The Room. Nobody. They're making a they're making a big movie about it coming up here this around Christmas time or something. Called The Disaster Artist.
I haven't heard it.
Oh God, you guys need
Supposed to be in it.
Seth Rogen and James Franco. It's gonna be put up for an Oscar, guaranteed. It's a movie made about the worst movie ever made, The Room by Tommy Wiseau. Just watch. You guys not watch PewDiePie either? PewDiePie talks about it all the time.
I don't know.
Who the hell's PewDiePie? Who that?
Who's that? Who's that? Oh yeah, he's the YouTuber that's loves Hitler. He's the race.
I like iDubbbz. I like him.
I like iDubbbz too. iDubbbz is good too.
I'm waiting for a right answer.
I didn't hear you. What'd you say, Grave?
About what?
A minute ago about PewDiePie.
I said he's the YouTuber who loves Hitler.
Oh.
The racist YouTuber.
There was a girl that used to say that too. She got banned.
What?
There was a girl YouTuber.
I used to say
that
what?
used to stuff about Hitler. Like she loves him and all this other stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
See, they did is they took like 6 months worth of videos. They pulled 10 instances out of 6 months of video, and PewDiePie, what, he uploads daily, twice a day, something like that. I mean,
He uploads at least once a day.
6 months. I mean, think about how much content that is in 6 months. And they went through all of that, and they pulled out 10 instances. How they pulled no context. When you go back and actually look at the videos that have the context for it, it doesn't match up their narrative. Like he was talking about the YouTube heroes that they were trying to come up with last year.
Well, no, the big problem that started all of it was when he'd made that video on Fiverr, and he wrote those guys on Fiverr death to all Jews, you know, from Keemstar.
But the whole point he was trying to make is that people would do anything. But did you ever see his reaction when
he didn't think they'd actually do it? Though is the thing. He didn't actually think they would do that.
Exactly.
So I mean, it surprised the shit out of him that they did it.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was trying to promote something. That's the biggest problem.
It was a fucking joke.
Exactly, and that's the problem. That's the problem. No one can be funny anymore.
But he keeps sticking he keeps sticking his fucking foot in it more and more and more. Tho's the problem. Because I mean, then you got here recently where he was doing the live stream with PUBG and he said the N word, and it's like, dude, come, when's it end? When does it end, man? Just stop.
I get that, but I have an issue with that whole controversy that I won't get into it. But that's just because I lived in Northeast Minneapolis growing up, right next to North Minneapolis. And when you hear black people say the word constantly, it's
but
like,
still, I mean, you know that this stuff is sensitive stuff, and you just keep doing it to push the boundaries.
When you have a following like that, when you have a following like, I get not disputing that at all. Well, all I'm getting is freaking, I like I said, I have a whole nother bag of issues I won't get into.
Yeah. Oh, I get you. I understand where you're coming from with it. I see exactly what you're getting at there. You know what I mean? It's just, it's just like, come on, man.
You know,
with great
power comes great responsibility. Come on, almost.
All I'm saying, New Yorker said, over here, no problem.
Well, I don't think anybody outside the media really took it to heart when he even said the N-word here recently. There was more people that were there backing him up on it, you know, because he apologized right afterwards for it. But still, it comes to the point where it's like, when do you stop like doing this shit to yourself to the point where you're gonna get this kind of backlash? Just quit while you're ahead.
The Wall Street Journal thing, I get him being upset about. I do say it's good that he apologized immediately afterward. If he does anything again, then it's kind of like, all right, dude, kind of sailed your ship. But when he cleans himself up after that and realizes, oh, I did something wrong. Hey, you know what? More power to him.
Yeah, he's got to quit. You know, at some point you gotta tone it down a little bit. I mean, some of that's PewDiePie, you know. Some of it is just PewDiePie, but come on, man. Don't ruin your whole career just because you just want to keep being stupid about stuff, you know? I don't know.
Well, man, don't live stream. Not when you got that many eyes on you.
Yeah. But that's the way it is now. I mean, that's the big thing now is live streaming, especially since they've added sponsorships to the to the platform. It's not. You don't see nearly as many people, or you see a lot. I said that completely wrong, backwards. You see a lot more people now than you used to before that live stream, and live stream a ton more than they used to before super chats were introduced and then sponsorships were introduced. Super chats, you saw more people start to sneak out a little bit and start live streaming. Sponsorships started rolling in, and you see people live streaming a shit ton more. It's all about the money, man. The people that have been doing this longer and before any of that stuff was even around, those are the ones that, you know, that are used to doing the live streams.
Well, that's the interesting thing. I find it very interesting to the way it was, because when YouTube first came around, like, you had to work to get partnered with YouTube to actually make any money on the platform.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they opened it up to everybody, and everyone started.
Well, no, you still have to meet certain requirements to get paid by YouTube. You have to hit like, I think it's 10,000 views. You have to make at least 10,000 views on your channel.
Did they recently just change that? Like, they changed it back to that today. Before that, you didn't have to do anything, right?
Oh, I don't know. It's
the more
always
you
been.
grew, the better you got.
I don't know about that either. It seems the better I've grown, the worse I've got. So, with this new stuff they've introduced, it's been really awful.
Shit. If I knew how to do it, I would do it. I don't know how to do it.
See, what we got to do is great. That's what we got to do. We got to build your brand, because that makes the money. It's not the YouTube channel you sell.
Well, I got the brand. I'm a douchebag. That's my brand.
No. Remember?
You didn't just say that.
I awarded you that achievement way back in the day.
Yeah.
Where is he? I'm hearing a cop. Where is he? Oh, here he is.
Well, you're not here. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, something happened over here.
Like getting pulled over?
They pulled him over in front of a fucking McDonald's or some shit like that. And I'm in White Plains. These cops ain't easy. They react fast.
Huh.
Behind you like white on rice in a snowstorm with a glass of milk and a soda.
Hey, Brave.
Yeah, what's up?
You should start making videos again, bro.
I don't know if I will or not. I thought about it, considered it. I don't know exactly where I would start, to be honest with you. I like doing live streams. I like doing live streams a lot more than I do making videos.
I don't have time. I work like basically 7 days. I can't do shit.
Yeah. Can understand that.
I'm thinking about quitting completely and selling my Dragon Ball Z too.
I thought that was you, Santiago. Welcome to Discord, buddy.
Oh, what?
Santiago just joined up on Discord.
Well, we need to come in the chat.
I'm sure he will one day. So you mean like you're considering like just selling your MCOC account and your Dragon Ball Z account, just being done with everything?
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever I don't think I could ever do that.
Get $3,000 though. About $3,000 I would get.
Yeah,
Not
I can't
bad.
guarantee.
Because I'm in the middle of the road. I'm turning freaking white people in the right white privilege. God damn. They see me turning and they stand there like, what the fuck?
Run him over.
Shit.
Tell him get out of the
Big
fucking
loss.
road.
It's a big loss.
Bump him.
There's a lot of paperwork involved in that crap, man.
Grave, if he has a 4-star Ghost Rider, ask him how much he wants. I think he said around 3,000.
But he's got a 5-star Green Goblin, so he's got more than that.
Yeah, he's got 5-star rank 4 Awakened Green Goblin. He's got 4 rank 4, or he's got 4 rank 4 5-stars. So
Yeah.
you're
and I
sitting
get to a
at,
fifth.
what'd you
And
say?
I'm
Like
about to get another one.
58? on your prestige right now? 58,000.
It's 5960 something.
5960 something. So you could get into MMXIV with his account if you wanted to.
I had the stuff to awaken something to make it 63 something. But I don't want to do
You
anything.
gotta make it feel like
Hey, if you ever want to fight against Grave with prestige, he just borrowed my shit. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I only got 7.
Nico says he has $3. Is that good?
No, thank you.
Can you call on Discord, but it doesn't work with mobile devices? Or I'm not sure. I've never used mobile before. I'm guessing it works just the same as it does. I know that Discord has video chats and calls now, so
I'm on Discord on my cell phone.
well, there you go. I guess all you gotta do is join the room.
Yep.
Yeah, go to the 3 bars up in the top left and go down to the thing where all the names are.
Because we're not in a phone call. We're just in an open server right now.
Yeah, but it works the same way like you are.
Yeah, no trollers come. No trollers.
No, we've already had like
We don't need them.
5 of those guys tonight.
Yeah.
You haven't gotten the
Allow me to
donation.
take this.
Those 2 guys that were trying to get in here earlier and say stuff, they both left.
You haven't gotten like donation trolled, Grave?
No. Well, I mean, you can't. My stuff's set up to where they can't refund it, so.
No. Like basically, they would send you like a thing, right? It would pop up, you would hear it, and then it would be like constantly saying www. You don't got that on your setup, right?
No, they can't do that.
I've seen them do it on YouTube. They really love trolling people.
Yeah. No, they can't do it. That's only through friggin' Streamlabs, and I've got my donation stuff set up to where it doesn't read if it's if it's that stuff back to back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you can set your stuff up to where, like, where is it at here? Let me go into my alert box. And then I go in for, like, the donations and stuff. Donations. There's, like, a filter thing in a... where's it at? The text-to-speech thing. Spam security is what they got. Spam security. So like if I put it to high, because it's basically says this setting helps control text to speech spam such as www. By default, this is turned off, but most users will want to set it to low or medium. The higher the security, the less spam, but also a higher chance of a legitimate message being flagged as spam and not being read. So I've got mine set to medium. So
yeah, I've seen it happen.
Yeah. Most people that do that, if they have it turned off, then it's going to pop up. But I live 2 hours from Charlottesville, and I'm originally from Georgia. I will say this: the people who want to be racist know where to do it because they won't and will not go to the urban area with that. I don't understand people being racist. Period. But I mean that's from somebody who grew up around a bunch of racists. I don't understand it. People are all people to me. Doesn't matter what you are, what your race is, black, white, Chinese, Indonesian, I don't care.
I was thinking about this the other day, and I was talking to my old and I was thinking about my grandmother. She always treated everyone equal.
Yeah.
I mean, I got very, very blessed with it because I got to know my grandparents as an adult. And I mean, my grandfather, he passed away a couple of years ago, but he was born in 1925. And I stop and I think about that sometimes, about how much time has passed between then and now, and how many things there's. And notice that my grandmother never erased. She never looked at anything other than what you presented to her. And that's always the way that I've looked at it. That's why I get so upset about it. Harmon, race, is all living on this rock together. The only thing with you a different pigment in your skin is where your heritage comes from, you know, and that's, you know, north of the equator, you get lighter skin because it's not in direct contact with something. Southern hemisphere, you get the southern skin. I mean, there's no definite reason of it. I mean, you take someone from Zimbabwe, someone from Peru, and someone from Jamaica. You can't tell me those are the same cultures. They're very, very different cultures. And that's why I think that skin color is kind of. I mean, hell, there's people that come from Jamaica that bought as they speak like they were full of roster. Well, I mean, they are. They're just ancestors there.
Somebody sounds like they're breathing really heavy on their microphone.
It's not me. I'm so sick I can barely breathe.
Who is online with me? I've got New Life, Telly, Vargas, and John.
Yeah?
Right now.
Asking for something?
They're driving the windows down. Kind of did sound like a little bit, but it's probably Vargas, that douchebag. Racism and ignorance is taught, and people who teach it needs to be sent to outer space. Yeah, I mean, I can understand it. My grandpa was racist. He was racist. I loved my grandpa to death. You know, I never there was no race outside of white people that really came around in the town that I live in. And my uncle's ex-wife one time brought a black girl to my grandpa's house, and you know, I'd always heard like racist stuff come from Papa. I never knew what it was because I was never around any race outside of white people. So I didn't know I didn't know he was being racist because I didn't know of any other race. You know what I mean? All I knew was white people. But my uncle's ex brought that black girl to his house, and he was a Christian man, and I never saw or heard him say anything derogatory to the black girl that came to that house whatsoever. He was as nice and as respectful as he possibly could be. So even though he was like the kind of racist outside of being around the people, he was as nice and respectful as you could be to a person that was a different race than him when they were there. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
That was always strange to me because I mean they would say stuff racist and I didn't know it was racist at all. I had no clue. Once, because I would say it too, you know, I would say it too, but once I went and visited with family and out of state, I never said it again because they explained to me that it was racist. I never was taught. I was taught that it was okay, and nobody ever said anything otherwise to me. You know.
See, and kids are malleable like that, and that's why I think we have to be very careful with what we're talking to our children about and stuff like that. Because I remember when I was a kid, kindergarten, there was two Asian kids that were on the bus with me, and there was a bunch of us in the back and stuff. And all of a sudden, I asked the one kid, I'm like, why is your face so flat? And they both started laughing, and he says to me, yeah, my brother got mad at me one day, and he hit me in the face really hard with a frying pan. It was a joke because he, you know, as kids, you understand people aren't, when you ask a question like that, you know if someone's making fun of you or not.
Yeah.
You know, as a kid, you instinctually understand if you're being made fun of or if someone's genuinely wanting to know something.
Yeah.
And as a kid, when someone asks you about something about yourself, you feel happy that you get to explain something. You know what I mean? And now it's like it's been twisted into something different.
Yeah.
I think everyone should be happy with who they are because that's the person they got to be for the rest of their life.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
People that hate people
know.
because of their race, for one, are ignorant, and secondly, they're not happy with themselves, so they have to put others down to feel better about themselves. I agree. That's a bully complex too. I agree with that 110%. All right, dish is done. Thanks for keeping me company through this tragic time, Grave. I appreciate you sticking through that tragic time with us, King. Glad we could be of assistance. I always get shocked looks from out-of-towners when I help them at work. Apparently, lots of minority folks ain't used to Hicks treating well, and they're usually from far north. Hey, I get that. I used to get those kind of calls all the time when I worked for Verizon because most of our calls came from Maryland or out in Oregon or Illinois and places like that. Yeah, those people were all, they're like, oh, we love your accent. Where are you from? It's like West Virginia. I'm not really, they're like, you got a nice Southern accent. I was like, I'm not really Southern. But,
Southern people are nice people.
I just that whole the racist stuff. Like I never knew any of the stuff that I was being taught was racist though until I went and visited my family in Ohio, and they were around other races because it was just you don't know until you get out.
Well, that shows how it grows without an understanding of even why people are saying it, and that's the whole thing is. People around you may have been saying it because there was no one around that was diverse. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's the only thing I could think of. And that's the only reason why I didn't know it was racist because there was no one around to correct me on it. You know what I mean? There was no one to tell me that it was something you shouldn't do. And
this is why intent matters. I remember my buddy Tom. He was telling me, and this was the most amazing thing. The dude was as white as you could get. Mm-hmm. But he taught himself how to speak Chinese, Japanese, and Mandarin. Mm. I mean, dude, like he learned that stuff, and you hear him talking, it was like he was fluent with it.
Yeah.
But he was telling me about this guy that he knew online, and he had put his handle up as something gook, and Tom, hit him up on a message or whatever, and he's like, why'd you put that on there? He's like, oh, you know what that means? He's like, no, I have no clue. He's like, well, it's a derogatory slur for an Asian.
Yep.
And he was like, oh, well. And the dude was Asian, you know what I mean? And he had no clue what it meant.
Right.
And it's really weird to look at those different perspectives of things.
Yep. So the guy who had used the tag in his name was Asian.
Yeah.
And he had no clue. Like, he'd probably heard people call him that before, and he didn't think it was a racist term, and he was like, he used it for himself.
Well, he lived in Japan.
Yeah.
He was a Japanese guy. He wasn't an American.
Right, but he still had probably...
The word meant.
He had still probably been subjected to being called that and thought it was something different by people he played video games with, because you said it was his video gamer handle, yeah?
Well, this was before online gaming like it is today. I mean, this was early days PC gaming.
Oh, okay.
This was back in like 95, dude.
Okay, I got you. What's going on, Bartlow? How you doing, man?
See, I think what needs to be looked at is poverty. That's the biggest thing, is the wealth disparity in the country.
Poverty is awful on all platforms. Doesn't matter what race, religion, creed you are. Poverty is terrible.
Well, you look at any grouping of people that is in low economic value. Their quality of life is very poor. There's more crime there. There's more police activity there, and I think the biggest thing that we need to look at is how do we fix that versus worrying about boxing people into different categories and crap. But no, we need to look at the environments that are breeding these hurtful environments for people, because there's plenty of people that, when you got no prospects, you feel like you got nowhere to go, there's no one to steer you in the right direction. You kind of throw up your hands and go, well, screw it, I guess I'll go do whatever the guy down in the corner is doing, slinging, so I can freaking make ends meet.
Right.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing, is then a culture gets built on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You look at like trailer park culture or ghetto culture, or any of these lower income cultures, that they just breed crime and hopelessness.
Yeah.
And every now and again you get one person that gets out, but what does that do? That takes that person out of there, And it's very hard for that person to help their community. You end up having to leave the community. The community never changes.
Right.
It's those select few people that are able to get out.
You just take them out of the community, but the community doesn't benefit from it at all. It's just that one person.
Exactly, and I think that's the thing is we need to relook at like the welfare system and stuff like that, and actually like try to get people back into the work system, rather than, oh well, if you don't have a job, we'll help you out, but the moment you get a job, we're going to cut you off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, well, why would anyone want to go to work then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know people that live here that have made a lifetime like goal off of just living off of unemployment.
State.
And that's the sad thing. I've never understood. I've never qualified for unemployment. Not once in my life have I ever qualified for it, and that was even after losing a job. I never qualified for it, so I don't know what unemployment is.
Well,
Yeah, I've tried to go in and it just doesn't work. The system is broken, is what it is.
yeah,
It was a good idea.
I ain't been able to work because I've been sick ever since I've been little. So.
Yeah, that's different though. That's different.
Yeah.
You
See,
have no
that's what
control
it's
over
supposed
that.
to be meant for. Yeah, that's what a social safety net is supposed to be for.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be for able-bodied people just to sit there and do nothing. It's for
Yeah.
those who are not capable of doing the 100%.
Yeah.
It's like I can't stand trying to go get help. I bust my ass as best I can to get where I get.
I didn't like it. Like the last thing I did was I applied for food stamps for me and the kids, and I was denied it. So
Yeah, I make like just $7.50 from the SSI check I get, and they only give me like $16 food stamps. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's a Mexican that can get $2,500. It don't make sense, you know.
well, that's not even just to have to go to the race thing down here, because it was just useless pieces of trash. Like before I stopped working. Well, I didn't stop working. The place that I worked at shut down. Because there was no money coming in to the town. But I worked at a little convenience store, and I made enough money to pay the bills and did all the crystal opening stuff and things that I did before, because I worked. It was just me and my cousin working there. We were the only two people that worked at the store. We split the entire week between the two of us. I made tons of money just working minimum wage because I was only 5 minutes away from the store. I drove there. I only had to fill up my car with gas once every 2 weeks. I was, there was money to spare when I was doing that. But, and it wasn't like I was living like a king either, but I worked a lot. I worked my ass off, but I would see people come in. What is it?
Huh?
What were you going to say, Telly?
I said when you're splitting bills, it's a lot easier too.
Well, I've been single. I've been single since Oliver was 2 or 3 months old. So I've been single for like 5 or 6 years.
With him, not living with him. Sorry.
Yeah, it was just me and my cousin. Yeah, me and my cousin were working there. We were the only two people that worked at that store. So from the time that it was open to the time that it closed, Monday through Sunday, we split the hours. So we were making tons of money doing it whenever the boss would actually pay us, because she was really awful at making sure we got paid on time. But I would see people come in all the time with food stamp cards, and they would come in and they would buy energy drinks and candy bars and all kinds of other, useless junk. Or they would come in and they would like, hey man, can I get a pack of cigarettes? And you charge it to my food stamps. Like, no, fuck you. I've never qualified for any of that stuff. I'm not going to let you get fucking cigarettes on food stamps.
Yeah, that guy and his wife went to the social service and told them people about the Mexicans getting that much, and that woman said, well, it's because they're Mexicans, and that her husband said, so basically you're saying if you're American, you're screwed then.
Well, these people were full-blood Americans, and here's the sad thing about it too, was the guy that came in and would buy all the stuff on the food stamp card, it was his wife's food stamp card, and he worked a job where he got paid under the table doing steam cleaning. So he was making really good money. He had tons of money, And I know he sold drugs on the side too, so he had tons of money coming in, but here they were every single month with thousands of dollars in food stamps. And it just pissed me off, you know, because it is a broken system at that point with that kind of stuff.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna go out for a minute.
No worries, John.
All right, we'll see y'all.
So yeah, that did piss me off though.
Yeah, man. No, I remember one of the reasons I left Minnesota is because the welfare state out of there. Like, you got people coming in from other states once a month and put down someone that they know that lives in Minnesota as their address, one's welfare check.
Yeah.
And it's like, see, this is why the system is broken. It's because people are milking it. They learn how to milk it, and there's entire generation, you know, they do it their whole life. They teach kids how to do it, then their kids are learning how to do it, and it's just like, oh my god.
No, that's what I mean.
Like,
we have
we
have professionals down here that do it. You know, yeah, I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah. Or hell, out here, I won't even give anything to the panhandlers because I've been here long enough that there's been a guy that stands outside this Walmart, like down at the corner that I'm coming out of Walmart. It's been there for, well, every day he's there.
Yeah.
Like every time I go, it's there. And it's like living. You know what? I went to day labor and worked my ass off for that job. Give you the money that I earned when you can go do the same thing.
Well, I saw this picture the other day. I can't remember where it was. I think it was in Virginia or North Carolina or South Carolina, one of the two. They had tagged the photo on Facebook with where the person was from, but it was this chick out, you know, had a sign up saying, you know, need money for food, homeless, and she was wearing a fucking ankle bracelet. So I mean, wow. Like, how can you be homeless and on house arrest at the same time?
Yeah, that
doesn't make any sense.
No.
It makes no sense whatsoever.
I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I've never been able to walk up to someone, even if I'm freaking starving my ass off, walk up to someone next to me. I can't do it.
I had it's been a few months ago, but we went to the local grocery store, and I was getting some stuff for me and the kids. I was just buying some food. I had a set amount of money that I could spend, and I was $5 over. I was $5 over. So, you know, to me that's, you know, it's embarrassing. Number one, having to sit. Well, we gotta take some things off so that we can pay for the food. And this lady behind me, she didn't have any clue who I was. She had no idea. I knew her because when I was in high school, I used to go to her house all the time because I was best friends with her son. But she didn't recognize me. She didn't know who I was at all. She stepped up and she said, "Just keep it, and I'll pay the extra $5." And I cried my eyes out in the parking lot, you know, because the kids kept talking to her. We got out of the store at the same exact time. She came over, and I told her who I was and stuff, and I thanked her and I hugged her. And, you know, if I ever have the extra money to give back, I want to give her son the $5 and say, "Here, give this back to your mom and tell her to help somebody else with it." You know?
Well, and that's the thing, though, is, I mean, that's where the generosity comes in of another person.
Yeah.
It's not a person milking from someone. See, I think a situation like that is much different than some day after day standing on the line. When it's like, I got up at 4 in the morning after I went into day labor.
Yeah.
Because they're going into day labor. They don't have a place to live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're crashing out at a buddy's house or whatever. For some nights they're sleeping at the day labor place in the morning. So I mean, it's like I have time having sympathy anymore for people. Like in Minnesota, you really don't get a whole lot of panhandling, mainly because when it's too cold, there's nobody.
Oh,
Dude,
So you got
that's good.
meme lord, man. What meme?
Yeah, that's me.
What's going on?
I'm watching your live stream. Like this is practically like my first what is it? My first. You could say like my first Discord live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a
And
lot
now
out
I'm
there.
just seeing you.
Yeah, I've only done it a couple times with Graves, so don't feel bad, man. Everyone's green.
Oh man.
But I do have to say before you continue, and before you stick your foot in your mouth, coming in and trolling immediately.
I have a question.
What's up?
And that are
Is is Dormado good for what is it? Road to Labyrinth?
Is Dormammu good for Road to the Labyrinth? I'm sure he would be. Like, because he's got a lot of good stuff that he can do, like, with controlling their power drains and stuff, so he should be pretty decent for it.
Does he need to be duped to be good?
You know, I'm not entirely sure. I just got him a month or so ago, and I haven't really done much with him since then.
I missed him when they brought him. So
But I've seen a lot of people say really good stuff about him. I just haven't done my research enough to be able to give like any kind of informed opinion on him. I'm sure he could though. Here's the thing with Road to the Labyrinth. I think no matter what kind of characters you got, as long as you just play your best with the abilities you have and the characters you got, you shouldn't have an issue. There are definitely going to be characters that are better to take in. I did Road to the Labyrinth with Hulk, just Hulk.
Oh,
Dang.
Hulk was absolutely amazing for it because you had you had the buffs that on Road to the Labyrinth that would drain your energy, or your not your energy but your health. They would sit and drain your health, and Hulk's better for it.
What is it? Round like chapter 3 of Road to the Labyrinth. That
Chapter
Iron
3.
Patriot.
I heard Hawkeye's good for that.
He's an all or nothing node.
Yeah, all or nothing, power 1 start.
Okay. Yeah, you need a power drain for that one definitely. Hawkeye would be really good because you get power drain plus you get bleed off of it, or vision, Age of Ultron, because I know not everybody's got regular vision. So.
Oh. All right.
Paul says there is very little Dormammu isn't good at. He only needs to be duped for defense.
Oh. Okay. So that's really good.
And King Kush says crossbones for Road to the Labyrinth. I've never used him that much, so I don't like. I have a rank 5 crossbones, but I've never used him for anything along those lines.
Ooh,
You know, funny story. I almost got crossbones from the 3-star arena. I got so mad.
How far off were you from getting him?
Well, right now I was at like 700 points.
Like from getting to the top.
It's 700.000.
Who is Sparky? Says Robert Beckman said for Iron Patriot use Sparky, as with Taunt he uses his specials.
Oh, it's Stark Enhanced Spider-Man.
Oh, okay, I got you. He said Sparky. I'm like, who the hell is Sparky?
And all these newfangled terms. The
I don't have that Stark Enhanced Spider-Man, so I don't know what he does either. So there's a lot of the new characters I don't have.
I want to get my thing to work, but it's like an hour before this freaking update is done because my phone sucks.
Dude, that sucks.
I have one more question.
Yeah, shoot, man.
Ask whatever you want.
So do you get Deadpool from logging? So in your first in your first day of playing the game, when you log into your account, can you get Deadpool if you log into an account?
Like a new account, you should get the. You're talking about the 3-star offer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
$10.
Yep. It's like $9.99.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought that whenever it first came out. I never did any of the arenas, and I regret not doing the first arena for him that I could have got him in.
Oh, okay, good to know.
But yeah, that allows you. They usually bring that offer back up anytime that they decide to do an arena for him. Because that's the only way you can get into the 4-star arena for him is by having that package.
Yep. Wait, is it only the 4-star arena or?
I'm pretty sure it was only a 4-star arena.
Oh, okay.
But like,
But you buy the 3-star and it allows you to get into the 4-star arena.
Okay.
They haven't done one in a long time though.
So, one more. Can you buy? Can you from the store? Does it? So when you buy stuff, does it like transfer to the app to the app store? Can you buy stuff in the app?
Like transfer it to a different account.
Goes in your thing.
Well,
When you buy stuff, it sticks to the account that you bought it in.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can't like transfer stuff over to a different account if you buy it. Like if you buy something on one account, you can't transfer it to another.
Oh, okay.
What's going on, Kirky?
Don't
How you
sell
doing,
any
man?
of your
What's up,
characters.
Grave? What score are you aiming for? I think I've already overshot what I was going for 7 million, and I'm already over it. So at this point, we're overkilling as far as I'm concerned.
Did you get him Fisto?
Mephisto? No,
Yeah.
I don't have a Mephisto.
Oh, me too.
I wouldn't mind having one though. Who's on the call? We've got New Life, we've got Meme Lord, and we got Telly. This is
Oh my god.
this is an open Discord forum. That's Meme Lord jumped in. He had questions. We'll answer anything you all wanna
Oh,
shoot
wait,
at
wait.
us.
I forgot to ask you this.
Yeah, go for it, man.
So when you log into your account, do you get like do you get like prizes or what is it?
The daily login rewards.
No, it's like this. Okay, so when you log in, so if you create a Kabam account, right? Do you get more rewards?
Sometimes they like. I think there's an initial prize that you get for the first time that you sync up a Kabam account with your account. If I'm not mistaken, there was.
I think there was.
Yeah, I think
Today?
they gave. It's like a one-time reward thing though. It's like the reward you get for joining an alliance the first time.
Okay.
I still haven't done that.
You haven't joined an alliance?
I don't know how to do it, man. I'm tech stupid.
How long am I going to be here for? Probably about the same amount of time I was last night. Probably going to be on for at least another couple hours.
I was
You'll
so
be here till
lucky
he
to
passes
get a 3-star Jamardo on the Dr. Octopus crystal.
Oh, the free one you got today?
Yeah.
You got a 3-star out of it? Nice, man. I only got a 2-star.
Yeah. I wasn't really expecting it.
Yeah, I was fully expecting a 2-star. And that's what I got.
Me too.
Oh man, that's all I ever expect out of anything like that is just to get a 2-star.
Yeah.
Man, okay, so I was all excited because I got my Deadpool 4-star X-Force, right?
Yeah,
And I got Magic 4-star.
yeah.
And I'm
Okay.
like, all right, this is a good roll. And now my third one that I got, because I only got 3, because I'm a noob, is freaking 4-star Electro. And it's like, what am I gonna do with that?
I don't.
Like I was like Deadpool. I was rocking out pretty good. Magic, I enjoy pretty much because she's also like one of my 6 maxed out 3-stars.
Well, Magic's amazing.
Oh, I love
Magic is
using
pretty
Magic.
it's pretty OP.
Yeah, she is versatile in Alliance War Defense and Alliance Quest. anything basically. I
Like,
use
if I
her
had
everywhere.
I just like
Duke
Grouse and
Magic 3-star, I could probably just beat the chapter 3 round easily.
Yeah, magic would probably work really well with that too, because not only does she level 2 attack power
Yeah,
block
L2.
completely, power block completely, so you wouldn't have to worry about them building
Healing
up to a
is,
level 3
Healing is the
whatsoever.
most important thing.
Oh yeah, and Limbo does damage and it builds her health
Yeah.
back up. So
So I got a
Yeah, that's
3-star
the thing.
Doctor
You hit that
Strange. I
L2
think
and-
that'll come in handy for the labyrinth of road.
mhm.
I
Because
haven't
he,
got a freaking Doctor Strange yet.
because he can heal.
right, yep. And he can also you talking about Doctor Strange, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can also negate buffs too. So anytime they get a buff, he can take it away from them.
Yep.
What's going on, Rye? How you been, man? I started doing some MCOC live streams last week, man. Started back doing them.
Decided to add the open Discord too.
Yeah, been like according
I
to
think
New Life, and
overall
then
it's
going
been
back and
working well.
checking. Been like 3 months since I've done them. Just needed a break. Just needed a little break.
I don't know. Overall, I think your open Discord is working pretty well.
I like it. I like the fact that you can have people come in and ask their questions and stuff, and it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more interactive than just asking in chats and stuff.
Is it
Well,
possible
you
to
end up
complete chapter 4 with 3 stars?
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
I don't even
Yeah.
know what the hell I am on this game.
Chapter 4 can definitely be done with 3 stars.
Mm.
I knew a lot of people that finished Chapter 4 back in the day with 3 stars. Because there wasn't an
I'll tell you
abundance.
how
There
far
wasn't an abundance of 4 stars out whenever people were starting to do that. There was no such thing as a 5-star when people started doing Act 4.
I'm so close to getting a new 5-star crystal. Only 2,000 more to go.
How many 5 stars you got?
Well, like, I'm getting my first one, but like, I only have like 8,000 5-star shards.
Yeah, I got 10,000.
Hopefully you're not
I
like
haven't gotten
Ben,
mine yet.
get Iron Patriot back to back.
I swear, if I get an Iron Patriot, oh my gosh.
Don't jinx the kid,
opened the
guys. Come
4
on
stars.
now.
Yeah. But I don't think I will get. I don't think I'm gonna get them anyway. Like,
No, we all know that.
you know, it's a
Graves
bunch of
waiting for
characters
us.
versus like Iron Patriot, so.
We all know Graves waiting for that 5-star Luke Cage.
I'm waiting on that 5-star Spider Gwen, man. My life won't be complete until I have a 5-star Spider Gwen. Gotta have him. I gotta have her.
Right now, what I'm doing is I'm trying to complete this this special quest, like fully completing it. Blade.
Oh, the Blades
Blade
one?
Blade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did they add Blade? Have they always had Blade and I just didn't know?
Yeah.
No, Blade's new this month. You got
I'm trying to-
Mephisto, Morningstar, and Blade this month.
Well, how
And
far
then-
is it
to
into
fully
the
complete
Day 7? Oh,
chapter
man.
2 of Blade. Like,
And then-
fully complete it.
Next month is supposed to be Gladiator, Thor, and Hela. And apparently people are saying that they confirmed MODOK. So I don't know about that one.
Oh, MODOK, like as a
He's
champion.
gonna be in the monthly thing.
It's apparently what I heard. So Patriot really isn't as bad as he's thought to be. He has a nice stun on his L2, an armor break, and good armor overall. Joe Fixit, She-Hulk, those are trash. I don't know. Joe Fixit's bleed's pretty intense.
To be honest, I got a 4-star Iron Patriot. To be honest.
Oh, I do
I
too.
kinda
I've
like
got an
it.
awakened one, so I feel the pain on
I
that.
mean, like they're all okay. It's just that, like, compared to other people, they're just like.
Well, this is true, but that's also the thing of what makes the game good is there's such a wide library of characters at this
Yeah.
point that everyone's got a different roster that they're using. And as you, depending on when you get those characters, depends on how powerful you have certain ones. Now, yeah, you're going to take ones that you get and you're like, oh, yes, I got to take this character all the way to max as fast as I can. I was all excited when I got my Punisher awakened, and I was, my 3-star Punisher, and I was able to take him up.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you're like, I built my 3-star Luke Cage was literally my first 3-star that I got in.
So that was the best character you had.
Exactly. That's why. I mean, that's why I give everyone crap about it, because I literally have. That's what I run my game on, is Luke Cage.
Yeah. Do I think 6.5 million will be enough? I honestly, I think 6.5 million should be enough, but if you're at 6.5 million and you can keep putting up points, I would, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what I'm doing.
Not enough. If you're not friggin' tilting your head to the side, man, keep going.
Keep going. Yeah, keep going. Plus, you've got till 1 o'clock tomorrow to keep doing it too. I was 7 million was my goal. 3 million the first day, 2 million the second day, 2 million the last day, and I've already hit that. So
I'm trying to
You
complete
guys talking about millions. I put up
fully complete Blade Chapter 2 because I could get a 4-star crystal by that.
well, there you go, man. I would definitely do it then.
Yeah.
MODOK has been confirmed, but no one really said when. Okay. What are you going to stop at for your score? Whatever. Whatever I hit whenever 1 o'clock rolls around tomorrow, that'll be the end of it. I'm gonna do this one last run and call it for the stream, and I'll probably do one more run or so off stream. When I'm not streaming, like, I usually just run my my rank 5s. That's usually about the only thing I run.
Iceman.
I think I've already got him in the bag. I don't think there's going to be any problem with that, but you never know. You never know with the scores.
And there could be one of those, like, guys that go forever.
Well, we
one of
already
those guys.
We already know that there's people that have been putting up like 11 million points for this. Somebody said so in chat earlier, so that's insane to put up 11 million points for a basic champion. But
yeah.
But then you've also got, like, I'm gonna head over to Twitter real quick and go to True Coast's real quick. I want to look at that whole predictions, quote unquote predictions thing that they got put up on here for the basic champion, because by the quote unquote experts, because I mean some of those were just like outright insane as far as I'm concerned on what those predictions were. Where's the picture at for that?
On your left.
Yeah, I didn't see it on here though. I'm looking for the prediction list, and isn't Trucos the one that puts that thing up for each arena? Where have I seen that thing at before? Where'd it go to? Yeah, I don't see it on here. So somebody help me out here. Where's the those prediction list at, guys?
I have no clue how
I
to
barely
use
do
it.
it.
Graves like, geez, I need to get some better people on here. These guys are worthless.
No, I'm trying to figure, because I've seen the pictures post up before, but I can't remember where I've seen them at. I thought it was on Trucos' on his Twitter account, because I don't really follow too many people. Yeah, there was one right there, but that was for the Kingpin ones, the last one they got on there. I know there's a newer one.
I think Kingpin was really easy to get from the arena.
Well, I mean, their predictions were like 13 to 15 million for him. I know that they had some that were like way higher here recently, but I don't see any of the prediction lists pictures posted anymore.
Oh, yeah, but you know, it's kind of like random, so.
Well, I think those prediction lists need to stop, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I mean. Like that's some of the predictions that I saw from those recently, and that's why I say quote unquote experts were saying 8 million points. in a basic arena. So I mean, it's just like it's pushing it way too high in my opinion.
Yeah.
I can't find the picture. I know I saw one for this last one on Trucos'
Sure you
thing,
did.
but I can't
you
find
can't
it.
just like predict something and think that it's actually going to come true.
I mean, I don't make predictions anymore because it's not good to do predictions because
Yeah, I would like to point out that the 3 characters I predicted they were going to put in the game, they actually put in the game.
who you talking about?
Iceman, Archangel, and what's his name? Carnage.
Garbage, you mean? Garbage?
Hey,
I
I'm
predicted
not
both.
telling you how good the character is. I'm just saying that I predicted they were going to put it in there.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're just gonna change a few letters around though, and then the character would suit his actual name. Because he's definitely not Carnage in the game. He's Garbage.
Yeah.
That even rhymes.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I mean, you change a couple letters around from Carnage, and you got Garbage. I wish I could find that picture though. That's what I'm saying. Trucos has that list up on his Twitter for back to Kingpin, but I know I saw one for this arena too, and they were like predictions set for like 8 million points just to get Iceman, which hurts. It hurts the whole field more than it helps by putting those out, by saying, hey, it's going to be a really high cutoff, and then people are going to overshoot, or just not even go for him at all because they think the cutoff's way too high, and then it keeps people from getting, into the pool of people that can do it.
Yeah, there's a big gap between.
It's gonna push them to the point where they don't want to do it, and then that's less people because they just decided to sit out.
Yeah, they decide not to even attempt.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
done that where I
you know,
freaking.
you know what's kind of stupid for predictions?
Shoot.
What?
When they say old characters, wow, they're like, since they're like old characters in the arena, they think that it's like less to get them, like it's more easier. I don't think so.
Some of them it's not. Some of them it's just as hard to get.
I mean, what if there's like a new player? Think about it.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what the cap was. Like Gray was saying, this is where it hurts it trickling down because of the fact that the first time it comes around, if they're inflating the numbers, a lot of people miss out on it. So then when it comes around on the commons, then a lot more people try to get in on it, and then that shoots up the common numbers.
Yeah.
Because they go, well, last time it was this high, so it's going to be that high again because people are thinking about it. But
When they switched over to the percentage base for rewards on these champions, that should have fixed a lot of things going into it. Top 10% should make a huge difference compared to what it used to be, with only a certain amount of people getting the rewards. And the more people sit and say that the reward, you should do this, the higher the rewards, the higher everything goes. And I was guilty of doing that stuff a long time ago too, and I won't do it anymore.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by again, Doc. Appreciate it, man.
Who's that, Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
Oh, what up, Doctor Strange? Later. See, my phone is in the...
Which is better, Hyperion or Doctor Strange?
Hyperion hands down.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Either of them.
Alright.
I think he is. Just my personal opinion.
He has more power gain.
Well, he's got power gain, and I think he can heal better than Doctor Strange can too. Just from what I've played with both of them recently. Now, if this was pre 12.0 Doc, then yeah, Doc would win hands down. But it's not.
Shit. Oh shit! It's downloading. It's downloading. Oh my god!
I wouldn't go for Spider-Gwen, Loki, or Abomination, even if I didn't have them. Ristic was thinking about going for Abomination earlier, I think.
So I think the next new arena is gonna be Morning Star.
Yeah, Morningstar will definitely be the next. No, wait. I think. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Let me look at the calendar. Dang it. That is something Trucos did put up, the calendar. Yeah, Morningstar's next, and then Blade finishes off the month on Halloween. Yep, Morningstar is next.
That makes sense.
And the guys that won those challenges, so Legacy and Yeet and whoever else won their day challenges, they get a 4-star or 5-star guaranteed Morningstar, and then what, Legacy gets the 5-star for winning the whole thing? Is that how it goes?
Well, I gotta tell you something. I'm gonna be going, but good luck. Good luck winning that arena.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Good luck with the 4 stars moving forward, brother.
Yep. Too. Have a good day.
You too, man. Stop in again
Stopping
anytime
by,
you want to. Tech Spidey and AA to me are number 1 in the game, so I get that. I've heard people say that.
What is this? I got a message from the game team. 2,500 freaking 5-star jumps.
Hey, there you go.
And then I got some kind of Grandmaster crystal thing.
Yeah. That came out like a little while back. I can't remember what that stuff was for though. It was like for the game not working the way it was supposed to or something.
Something like that. Okay, so Egomaniac crystal. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, that was from the first guy. It's a HQ Sean for being the first person to complete Labyrinth of Legends, like they did with Brutal for like 5 or 6 crystals.
I got a 3-star Black Panther.
Okay, he duped his. So all of them got a 5-star, but he gets an awakened one for finishing. Okay, I got you. Iceman is good. I'm hoping he is. I've heard he's good. I don't have him.
Yeah, that's 3-star awakened Civil War Black Panther. Yeah.
Nice.
God, that sounds so pansy.
You got that? You got that out of the Grandmaster crystal you got? Yeah. I got a 3-star out of mine too. John got a 5-star out of his.
Yeah, so I got the 2 big ass ISOs and the 55 4-star crystals.
Yeah.
So that works. So what do I got for Shard?
I think John got like a 5-star guillotine out of his or something. I can't remember. John's still in here, so he can tell us. I know he got a 5-star.
Where did all my shards go?
The game ate them.
Apparently, because back before it was like 15,000 shards. How am I down to 3,000? I don't know. I don't care. I haven't spent any money.
Iceman isn't affected by Mephisto's aura of incineration. Yeah, he's incineration proof. So that's actually going to work out in my favor because I can take Iceman all the way to rank 5 once I get him. I think. I'm pretty sure I have mutant tier 4s. I could take him all the way to rank 5 and use him against Mephisto. Yeah, I can take him all the way to rank 5. So that's going to work out perfect. Because I still need to finish Master with Mephisto. I've done one path to him, and I still got to finish the rest of it off, though. Well, he got a Jane. John says he got a Jane Foster Thor. But still, it was a 5-star. You know what I mean? Out of the Grandmaster Crystal. That's like the best you can do. That's like pulling a 4-star out of normal Premium Hero Crystals.
Oh, wait, I do have a 5-star. Oh, that's why I don't have any 5-star gems. I guess I got one. I got a 5-star Winter Soldier. Yeah.
My stuff just went really buggy. Everything on it said 77777. On the win streak, it was like 777. Multiplier was 7 times, and my current score was like 7,777,777. I don't know what happened there.
It's like when the game bugs out. Well, sweet. I didn't realize I had a 5-star.
I won't be able to dupe him.
I feel all special.
I won't be able to dupe Iceman. I'm not going to do the arena again.
Hi.
What's going on, Felipe? How you doing?
What's up, man? Ooh, I can take him up to level 9 too.
Hi, Brazil.
What?
Brazil.
Catch that, man.
Bless you?
Yes.
Something to that effect.
Huh. Thank you.
Okay.
And he procs it every 3 to 5 hits he takes, but Kabam says he's an 18% chance to proc, which is bull crap. It's more like 90%. Thinking of taking my OG cap to rank 5. What do you think? OG cap's really good. If you can get your, what is it, Captain America World War II, if you get him, he's better to take up. But I took my my unawakened 5-star Captain America OG up to rank 3. So he's definitely
What
worth
is
it.
Cap under? Is he science or
Yeah.
is he?
Both of them are science, yeah.
Alright, what do I got here then?
I duped my 4-star Ultron with my Grandmaster. Nice, man. Ultron's awesome. His block proficiency and bleed is good. Yeah, and his stun too. He's got the stun on each one of his hits. But OG Captain America doesn't have a bleed on his L2 like Captain America World War II does. What's going on, Haitian? How you doing, man? 2 million behind me. Gotta catch up, bro.
You gotta do work, man.
Yeah, gotta put in at work. Felipe left.
Apparently.
I couldn't understand what he was saying there at the last little bit. I think he said bless you. I don't know.
Something to that effect.
Yeah, that's cool. It's all good.
I attempt to try to decipher when I can.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to myself. I knew
I
hi.
think that comes from playing like online games and stuff.
I got an awakening. I don't have an awakening gem. The only thing I've got an awakening gem for right now is cosmic character.
Oh, I got it. I know I got a bunch of crap. My nephew gets mad at me because stuff.
But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna try and go for him again in the arenas. I might. We'll see how things work out. I don't particularly want to grind again for another character, but we'll see how things work out on Monday when it rolls around. He was from Brazil. Okay, no worries.
Brazilian. I got a whole bunch of freaking signature stones that I don't think I can use.
What do you mean?
What is that? Well, I got like 5 4-star skill, 7 4-star science, but I don't have anyone I can use them because I only have 3.
You will
characters.
eventually though.
Oh, I just find it humorous.
Yeah, you'll have it eventually.
Why did Iron Man have to turn out to be so horrible?
Oh, it's stupid.
Like, that was my best 3-star tech that I had was Iron Man, and then I got Ultron, and he's just like, I have a feeling he's just going to be a lot better than Iron Man will be.
Yeah.
Am I incorrect on that?
No, you're not. Awesome Q, what's going on, man? How you doing? Do you feel like you're the only non-mod here? No, there's a bunch of other people that aren't mods.
I'm
Justin,
not a mod, and I'm freaking yakking.
what's going on, Justin? How you doing, man? What's my cutoff prediction? I don't make predictions, brother. I was going to stop at 7 million. All I can tell you is what I was going to do. Real deal. What's going on, man? How you doing? Yeah, I can't. I don't make predictions because I don't want to be the reason that somebody overshoots or undershoots a champion. Just go in and do what you feel is best for you. That's all I can really say. And that makes me sleep better at night knowing that I didn't like mislead someone into doing more work or less work than they should have if they did or didn't get a champion.
If you feel comfortable with it, then you're probably good.
Right. Yep. I was going to stop at 7 million, but we've done a lot more than what we were shooting for, so 7 million was where I was going to stop. That's where I felt comfortable at.
All right, here, Grave. You want to chuckle?
Yeah, sure. I love to laugh. What do we got?
Here's my top guys for each one of the classes.
Hit
in
me
my
with
3
it.
stars. Okay, I've got Quake maxed out, and she
Okay.
is Sig level. She's Sig level 44.
Okay.
So she's my science character. Then I got Cable, maxed him out. He's Sig level 35. Him I'm actually pretty proud of. Then I got Hood, Sig level 34.
Okay.
Electra is the one I got for skill. Or wait, no, Electra and Hood are both on. They're both met. Oh no, he's on.
No,
Mystic,
Lecture's skill. Lecture's skill.
Yeah. No, Hood is Mystic.
Yep, Hood's Mystic.
She's Sig level 32. For my Cosmic, I got Drax, Sig level 31. And then on my tech, I got Iron Man, Sig level 40.
Cool.
And Iron Man is the lowest damn one on there for power. He's the highest Sig level, but he's the lowest power. Like Drax is higher than he is.
Do you want me to go through mine?
What do you use for your top out of each one of the runs?
What do you want the top, or you want the top that I use?
Your top party that you use.
Okay, the top ones that I use when I go in. Let me get out of this match real quick, and I'll jump into them, and I'll tell you.
Oh, fair enough. Take your time.
Oh, it will take just a second to finish this last fight. I can tell you right now, my top, the top that I bring in as far as Mystics go is my rank 4 5-star Magic, and I think she is signature level 80. My tech that I usually always bring in is my rank 4 5-star Ultron, and I think he's 45.
Ultron is a beast, though. He's like
I love him.
damn near big.
I love him. Cosmic is Hyperion, rank 5 level. He's rank 5 4-star. I don't know what his signature is. I'll have to. We're done now. I can jump in there. Let me get out of here, and I'll actually jump in and give the accurate numbers.
Right. I was super happy when I got Hood, though. I was grinding like crazy on that 3-star arena.
Oh, I don't have him. I've heard he's really good, but I don't have him. All right, Science.
Dude, he is amazing.
Science is definitely Hulk. Hulk is the one I bring in all the time for Science. He's rank 5 and he's Sig level 99.
Nice.
For my skill, normally I bring in Elektra, and I use her mostly for Alliance Wars. My Alliance War team is Hulk, Elektra, and Star-Lord, but she is rank 5 and Sig level 87.
She's got some nice bleed damage on her.
Oh, she is amazing, too. She is absolutely amazing. Mutant, I bring in my Storm. She is only a rank 3 5-star, but she's level 20. She's really good, though. I like her a lot.
I haven't used a whole lot of my Storm. I think I got Storm.
Hyperion was definitely my Cosmic that I bring in. He's Sig level 40. That 4-star rank 5. Tech was Ultron, 5-star rank 4. He's Sig level 45. And for my Mystic, it was Magic, and she is Sig level 60. Thought she was 80, but she's Sig level 60, rank 4, 5-star.
Yeah.
Down to 1 on Discord. Yeah, it's just me and Telly. It's all good though.
Yeah, we're just yakking it up.
I liked that kid that came in though, Meme Lord. I like that because it actually gives us, it gives us somebody asking questions.
Something off.
Yeah,
exactly. Well, because I'm a damn noob at the game. I make money into it. I just enjoy doing it. I mean, like I had said way back in the day when I first started watching you, it was just like one of my best friends that I met on Xbox, actually.
Yeah.
I've known him for like 10 years. His name's Steves. And he's from Georgia.
Right.
So you have a similar accent to him,
Yeah.
and I find the accent very soothing.
I think
Well,
a
I
lot of
noticed it the
people
other
either
day.
find it soothing and like it, or a lot of people find it distracting and hate it. What's going on, Gucci Gang? Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the graveyard, man. Let me get a boneless pizza. I've seen that before in the chats. I can't remember who it was that did it though.
Pizza.
Boneless pizza. I can definitely do a boneless pizza.
That just confuses me.
Well, it's
I'm working on
definitely
my
easy to
food.
make.
I think generally most of them are boneless, aren't they?
Well, if you want a bone-in pizza, you got to put chicken wings on it.
Touche. Sir. You could have a
We
fish
did
pizza
that,
if they don't know how to clean their fish.
What's going on, Chris? How you doing, man? We went to Wendy's yesterday. The kids were starving yesterday. Julian usually goes to tutoring at Wendy's before they come to my house on Fridays. So their mom
Wait, are you
usually.
gonna ruin Wendy's for me? You're
No.
not gonna ruin it.
I'm not gonna ruin it for you. We get the cheap stuff when we go there. The kids, they like chicken nuggets. The kids like junior bacon cheeseburgers. We get the 4 for $4 deals when we go there. You know, that way they get a drink,
Right.
a hamburger, chicken nuggets, and a fries. But
Right.
I got one. We all got one. Every single one of us got one. We all ate for like $13. And what was it? We sat down to eat, and I told the kids, I said, watch this, and I took my chicken nuggets and I put them on my burger. No big deal. No big deal, right? No big deal. And they're like, "Ooh, that's so gross." I'm like, "It's not gross. It's just like having a chicken patty thrown on your burger. Who cares?" I'm like, "I made mine bigger." They're like, "Oh yeah, you did kind of make your burger bigger, didn't you?" I'm like, "Yeah." 3-year vet at the game. Me too, man. I've been playing since the month halfway through the month it came out. I remember playing in December the year it came out.
Hey, and I want to take this opportunity to say, if you haven't, give the stream a thumbs up and all that. Glorious promotion, shamelessness.
Yeah, thank you, man, because I don't do
wants to
that.
come in and yak with us. Well, I know you don't. It's tacky when you promote yourself, but
Yeah.
I get to promote you because I take my time to come over and watch you and hang out in the Discord because it's entertaining.
Yeah, and I appreciate that too. I appreciate everybody that comes over and hangs out with me. That makes the streams infinitely better. It's 100 times harder to do PUBG and Dead by Daylight when there's hardly anybody in the streams. When people don't talk, it's hard to come up with a conversation.
Well, that's what I was talking about before. I mean, you're kind of building a brand thing. You got Ava that comes in, you got Pitt that comes in, you got Fargo that comes in, New Life comes in. You're getting the familiar people now that you've started doing the Discord. And after a while, you're going to get a group of people that steadily come in and hang out and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And you'll be able to start scheduling, like, hey guys, I'm going to be on at this time. You guys want to come on? And then you get some good conversations going about either the game you're playing or modern news or whatever that kind of stuff is.
Yeah.
The gaming news and stuff.
Monday through Friday, I really want more of a set schedule for what I do. I want to, and the thyroid thing, it comes down, like my medical stuff is like one of the big things that kicks me in the teeth a lot of times for doing this stuff, like, because there's a lot of days with my thyroid where it acts up and it's just, my thyroid's underactive as it is. So like there's days where I just don't feel like doing anything even when I've took my medicine. You know what I mean? I can't help it. I just don't feel like doing it. But I would love to do like a game at 8 o'clock in the day and play it for 4 or 5 hours. And then, noon rolls around and start a different game and play it for 4 or 5 hours. And then, play another one before the end of the night. Because by, the end of it, I would love to do 3 games. I would love to do PUBG, MCOC, and Dead by Daylight at least all day long, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, I'd only be able to get in partial streams because I got to pick the kids up. And then, Saturday and Sunday are definitely kind of up in the air until I drop the kids off on Sunday evening.
Right.
By the way, Hyperion melts everyone in 5.2.1 through 5.2.3. I believe those are the ones where they only take special damage. My Hyperion is 4-star, rank 5, dupe 55. Saw yours. What dupe is he? What do I say Hyperion wants? 40? I think he's 40. He's absolutely. I agree with you 110%. I love Hyperion. I've been hype trained for Hyperion since the day he came out, and I got him out of 10 crystals that I opened up. Love him. Love the character. I used him in map 6 all the time.
Made Grave squeal like a little girl.
I did, man. That was awesome. I loved it. I didn't even know how good Hyperion was, and neither did anybody else. Everyone was kind of on that Howard the Duck hype train. Whenever they looked at stuff on paper back then, they were just looking on paper and they're like, "Oh yeah, Howard's going to be a much better character than Hyperion is," and then they actually got to use him. And damn, I love him. I duped mine off of the offer from last Christmas. I got him from his crystals, and then that offer came up where you could choose what awakening gem you wanted to buy, and I bought that for Christmas. So I spent $100 on myself that Christmas.
And I still think I got an awakening stone that I can't even use.
You probably do.
It's depressing. I mean, I think I got 2 of them. I got a 2-star mutant and a 2-star. I can't use either of them. Makes me sad.
Oh, dude, I had the 2-star and 3-star awakening gems. They usually go to waste on me because they just sit because all of mine are already awakened.
Okay, before I hit it, what the heck is this thing in my inventory? It's like
the soul.
It's at the very end. Maybe I don't want to click on it because remember there was the rocket thing. If you clicked on the rocket thing, you didn't get the bonus, so I left it alone.
If you click on that soul and sell it, you get like a contract saying that you sold your soul to Mephisto, and you get a bunch of those little blood shard things or whatever that you can purchase stuff with in the store. Personally, if you're going to run heroic and master mode in this month's event, you don't need to sell your soul because you're going to get plenty of those. I've got tons of them, and I've only used one of the things that I've bought on the first Mephisto run. So I would just hang on to it. I think you're probably going to get like a title for not selling your soul. I don't think you'll get anything else for it. We'll see. What do you do with your 2- and 3-star awakening gems, Grave? I sell them. Whenever I have one sitting in inventory ready to expire, I sell one. And I always keep 5 of what I've got, so I usually end up selling.
Yeah, that was the other thing my nephew was complaining to me about. Because I was showing him, he had been playing it long before I had, then he stopped playing it. And I was talking to him about comic, and he was like, "Oh well, I've been playing this game, Marvel," and I'm like, "Concept Champions?" He's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Oh, I'll show you mine." And so he was looking through my inventory, all these 1.5 times 1.3 stones, and I never use them because I know it's in the original often. So I've got like, I end up using them when I maxed out my thing in the inventory, or they disappear.
Well, see, you've got more of a chance to use yours in the future though, because you don't have a ton of characters, right? So
well, I've got plenty of characters.
Yeah.
I don't treat stars 1 5-star, but I've got a ton of 3 stars.
Yeah.
Like I started once I did start putting the array, I started getting. I've got Nightcrawler. Well, here, let me break this down to the other way. It's a little easier that way. So yeah, for my science, I got Ant-Man, Quake, Luke Cage, one of the Spider-Mans, Captain America, but he's not Civil War. He's just standard Cap.
Standard Cap's still good though.
Is that
Captain America World War II is better, but Standard Cap is still good. That's what I'm saying. I got the 5-star Captain America OG, and I still took him up to rank 3 even when he's not awakened. So I think he's good. He's really good for block proficiency, and he's really good for stuns. The only thing that OG Cap has going against him is whenever he blocks hits, they take fatigue, and then they can regen off of it. That's the only bad thing I can say really about OG Cap. He doesn't hit nearly as hard as Captain America World War II either, but he's still good.
Yeah, I remember back when I first started playing, I had gotten a star OG Spidey. I had sold him. I didn't understand. I where you get so many heroes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh well, I got enough to take me through the. I was just starting to go through the events and stuff like that. I didn't understand arena yet. Yeah, I sold my other Spidey, so now I just got Miles Morales. I've actually been playing with him. He's not bad.
No, Miles isn't bad. I'm not a big fan of playing with evasion characters because it always throws me off my game. Like I played with Miles Morales earlier today, and he just kept evading and evading and evading on me, and I'm like, dude, I hate you. Like I'm trying to.
Yeah, auto evade.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Or Spider-Man too. Spider-Man did the same thing. Like I was playing with my 3-star because my 4-star Spider-Man's not awakened. So I don't have to worry about problems with him. But I played with my 3-stars earlier today, trying to get rid of some of my, my 3-star power-up boosts or whatever, point boosts for arena. And I was playing with the 3-star, and he's like max sig level awakened, 99. And I'm sitting there in the arena, and I'm trying to get a parry, and he evades, and it's like, you stupid son of a bitch, quit evading. I'm trying to parry, and you're evading. I can't parry. It was annoying more than anything else.
Oh, I hear you on that. Yeah, let me see what I actually. I'll jump in the arena here. And
Chris said don't save your soul. He said you're going to get hooked up like with the rocket one, but I haven't heard anybody say anything about getting hooked up with it. Somebody I think I saw said like you'll probably get a title off of it, but I know guaranteed you get some of those little soul shard things to use to sell like 15 or 20 or something if you sell it. So it's definitely not worth it. It's not worth selling. You can farm those things easy.
Do you think anyone's gonna go for Abomination?
Oh yeah, there's definitely gonna be people go for Abomination. Somebody will.
Man, I suck in the arena though. I don't know if for a while I was doing really good. Changed the arena.
That Spider-Man you're talking about selling, he was only what was he, a 2-star, 3-star?
3-star.
Okay, so yeah, it was just a 3-star, Chris. It wasn't like he sold a 5-star or a 4-star.
No, I hadn't gotten to that level yet. I've never spent any, so I don't feel too horrible about losing out on something.
Yeah.
It's like, that sucks a little bit.
I specifically started the account that I'm on right now because of the fact that I had sold characters on my original account, and I didn't want an account that I had sold characters on. So this account has not had a character sold on it for any reason whatsoever.
Yeah, see, the problem is I was looking at it to find some management takedown or throwdown, and I came across one of your streams that you had, and started watching that, and I'm like, oh, what is this game? You know, because it had like Venom in the title or something like that, and downloaded it and played it over the weekend. By the time I come back and listen to your written that you had next week on like Tuesday, I already started like selling characters that I got, and I'm like,
like dang it, too late.
Listen to you about it, you're like, oh no, don't sell them. I was like, oh man, I feel like a now.
Gambit versus Moon Knight is one of my favorite fights, Battle of the Staffs. I was really afraid that whenever they brought Gambit into the game that they were just going to make him a total carbon copy of Moon Knight. Thankfully they didn't. There are some similarities, but they did change them up enough to where they're different. But that was like my biggest fear.
Dude, I have. First off, did you ever read the Age of series?
The Age of Ultron comic series? Yeah.
No. Age of Apocalypse.
Oh, Age of Apocalypse. Yeah, I read a page of Apocalypse too.
It was 32 comic books, and they were divided up into 4-part series for different ones. That was one where Cyclops was part of the 4 Horsemen, and he only had one eye. Wolverine cut his one out, and he took one of Wolverine's hand.
Well, they're doing Age of Apocalypse in Marvel Heroes Omega right now, and they've got that Wolverine without a hand as one of their characters, and a lot of other characters from that series.
And they got to be careful with that, because that whole series was a really dark series. I mean, it's even for Marvel, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it was.
It was very dystopian. You know what? I loved it because that was the thing is, it gave you that sense of hopelessness that every little victory that you find, you take solace in because everything's just so bad, you know.
I think that's one of the reasons that so many people got upset with Apocalypse in the movie X-Men Apocalypse, and I think that's one of the reasons that people get so upset with the Age of Ultron too, because the comic books that they did on those spanned such a long period of time and had so much emotionally invested into them through people, but you just can't translate that into a movie. There's no way to possibly do it, not in just one movie. So I think they did good for what they had, but I can understand why people also got upset over it too. There were people that absolutely hated Oscar Isaac as Apocalypse, but I think he did a good job as Apocalypse in that movie. For what that movie was, you know?
Well, here's the thing. I can't speak on the movie's behalf because I actually haven't seen it, and I'll tell you why. But I remember actually going to the theater with my girlfriend when the original X-Men came out, and I had high expectations for it because, you know, I'm one of these old guys that was an actual nerd, you know.
Yeah, you're the same as me.
Crap they got nowadays. But, you know, I was one of those guys hanging out in the comic book shop and stuff. So I was reading, you know, way back in the day, all these characters. I used to have books full of comic cards.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Marvel Masterpiece series that came out, I had like the whole series of it. I had just tons of cards and stuff. So I learned about these characters. So I watched the movie, and they just butchered it.
Yeah.
Oh, my girlfriend, she would not go see X-Men 2 with me in the theater when it came out because it was just after the movie started, I was complaining about everything. Like, who approved this?
Yeah.
How can you butcher this? Did you pick up a comic book? Oh my God. I mean, as an adult, you know, further down the line, I understand that there's copyright issues and stuff like that, you know. And that's why Marvel actually makes a better Marvel movie, because they go, oh, we need to put this character in to make sense. Oh, let's ask the people who own it. Oh, we own it. Okay? Yeah, it's okay. Let's do it. You know, Sony and Fox, they can't exactly do that, but that's why they make such crappy superhero movies, or comic movies, rather.
Yeah.
Superheroes movies should be a separate, you know, thing. Comic book movies, I feel, should be honored to the base material. Yeah, I understand updating them, you know, if something took place in the 50s, you know, kind of like what they did with Stephen King's It, though I haven't watched it. I'm not really sure if...
I've heard the remake of it was really good. Yeah, I've heard it was really, really good. But I don't have the money to go watch movies right now. So if I do go watch movies, it's normally stuff that I can take the kids to watch. I think the last thing I went and watched in theaters was Doctor Strange. As far as I can remember. I can't remember going and watching anything else.
I did go see Doctor Strange with my old man, because that's been like our thing since I was a kid, you know. He'd come get me on the weekends. We'd go watch movies. So I remember I went over to his house and we watched Back to the Future.
No, I take that back. We went and watched, because somebody donated for it. I remember now. Somebody donated for us to go watch Spider-Man Homecoming. That was the last movie we went and watched.
See that, though.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen that one yet.
How much do I want Iceman? I don't know. We're gonna find out once I get to actually use him. I've heard he's really good, but you know, we're just playing the game, live streaming and grinding, man.
All right. So how many characters do I have?
I remember those. My kid plays Omega constantly. I used to play Marvel Heroes whenever it was Marvel Heroes before it was Marvel Heroes Omega. It came out in like 2014. And then they revamped it and put it on consoles and changed it to Marvel Heroes Omega. But it's still the same exact game as it was before. He's God tier. Most of my alliance are over 12 million score for him. Mine's Sig level 70, rank 5. I think 12 million is a little bit of an overshoot. I think where I'm at right now is an overshoot on the score. 12 million's way too much for a basic arena. That's a little bit ridiculous. Is Omega that MMORPG one that's on PlayStation? It is now. Yeah, Marvel Heroes Omega it's the MMORPG that's on consoles. But it started out as a PC game, just Marvel Heroes.
I think I got 53 3 stars.
I have no idea. I wish they would put like something in the game where you can actually see how many characters you got at each class. I wish it would like pop up with like a little number at the bottom and tell you.
Yeah, that's the thing. It lets you filter them out and look at them and all that crap. But I agree with you. They gotta give you some kind of indicator because the way I always figure it is I look at it as long as I've got 3 by 4 in every one, then I know that I've got a full set of teams to run through, and I'll go down till I don't have any more of those. Like in this one, I've got all the teams all the way down, and then I've got 3 and then 2 extra. So
I played that. Never thought I'd see Daredevil beat Doom. I wanted to play Punisher, but Daredevil was the only free character. I've got a bunch of characters on that game, like loads of them, but I don't play it. I don't even think I've got it on here anymore. I downloaded it not too long back so I could try it out and play it some more, but I just ended up deleting it again. I wasn't a big fan.
I find that I can't play more than like 2 games at the same time.
Oh, I can definitely play like tons of games. I love playing like games, but it's really finding ones that you can play on the streams. Contest is obviously the big one. It always has been for my channel. It's what I started making videos on. Animation Throwdown was good too, but I really got tired of Animation Throwdown, you know? They started adding so many different things to it, and it just made it like a little bit harder. I think like the knife in the coffin for me on Animation Throwdown was whenever the alliance that I'd put together just like dissolved. Everybody left. That was the knife in that one for me.
I actually got together with a couple guys right after I started playing that. We had all ended up in guild, and we were all trying to promote everyone to get going on the guild challenge. And it was like the 3 of us were the only ones doing it, so we all left and made ourselves our own guild and started bringing people in and started building it up and everything. Then my phone got broken, and I lost my account because I hadn't saved it to the cloud.
Oh yeah.
And so I had to start all over and everything. Lost my whatever the freaking officer thing in there or whatever. And it just it was hard.
Oh, I guarantee it was.
I just lost interest after that because it was just like I was trying to get whatever back up. I couldn't get all the same cards that I had and everything. It did a little bit better, but I had spent money on the game prior.
Yeah.
Because I had gotten the speed up thing for when you were doing it, and you get your fusions and everything.
Yeah.
And I couldn't. It was like, all right, I can't do this anymore because I started getting irritated with the game too because it was like, all right, what's going on here? You're putting me up against someone that's obviously like way above my skill level.
Right.
Like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind a challenge, but when they're pulling out cards that I can't even fathom trying to beat, it's like, what are you doing?
And then you got the mythics now too, so.
Oh yeah, after they started doing that, I was just like, okay, I'm so far behind, forget this.
Yeah, I've still got the game downloaded. I just haven't opened it in a long time. I hope 7.1 million is enough. I'm over this grinding shit. I agree with you 110%, Red Cobra. I can't say for sure what I feel is going to be an adequate cutoff. I was going to stop at 7 million, and that's where I would have felt comfortable at for me personally. So if you go off of that, you would be fine off of what I felt comfortable with, but it really boils down to what you feel comfortable with stopping at. Soul Groot.
So if you stop there and you don't get it, then really you're just only as sad as Grave is, because Grave didn't get it either.
Exactly. I sold Groot one time as a 4-star. I've never sold any of my 4-stars ever. Couple of my Alliance boys are at 10 million. I think that's way overkill. Way overkill, Chris. He says that he also sold a Groot once. Santiago, he's garbage. No, garbage is in the game. He is red and black, and he is a symbiote from the Spider-Man universe. That is his name in the game, is Garbage. Sold a Kamala Khan as a 4-star. Don't regret it. I don't sell anyone. I'm the same way, John. Sammy, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you stopping by, Sammy.
I think one of the most interesting characters in Marvel in the Marvel universe is Venom, and the reason for that is Venom really isn't a bad guy if you look at him, because all throughout, and this is why I take such a issue with the Spider-Man movie that had him in it. The reason is he never went after innocent people, and he never went out of his way to hurt anyone.
No, that was Carnage.
He had a vendetta against Spider-Man.
Yeah, Venom hated Spider-Man. He didn't hate anybody else. It was just Spider-Man. Carnage.
But the reason
was the one that hated everybody.
See, Carnage was a psycho from the get-go, though. Yep. See, that's the thing that people forget is
Cletus Cassidy was a. Yeah, he was.
I mean, I got the issue of the comic book where it actually goes back into his history when he's sitting there. It wasn't Maximum Carnage. It was Carnage Unleashed.
Yep, Carnage Unleashed. Yep.
Yeah, and where he goes through the internet and everything and gets out when they're making the video game for him. But that's the whole thing, is it actually goes back when he's talking to his shrink, and he was deranged from the get-go.
Yeah, he was like a serial killer, wasn't he?
Yeah. He had killed his grandma when he was like 6.
Yeah. So I mean,
he had like taken a drill to her cat or something like that.
Yeah.
But the thing with Eddie Brock is there was a two-pronged thing that made Venom special, because Venom was the first one that could actually communicate with his symbiote, or Eddie Brock was. Because Venom only exists when the two of them are together. And that's one thing that really pissed me off is Venom. If you look at any comic he is in, he speaks in the plural. When he is Venom, he speaks only in the plural. Us, our, you know, things like that. And in the movie, and oh my God, they got Eric Foreman to freaking play it. Oh my God, that was the worst choice.
And Topher Grace, yeah.
I mean, dude, you look at Eddie Brock. He's a muscle bound. It's the purpose of him.
Well, they kind of went more Ultimate Venom than they did like typical original Venom with that movie.
Well, it was just a disgrace. And they killed him with the damn pumpkin bomb. You can't kill freaking Venom with a pumpkin bomb. You shoot him and he spits the bullets back at you. Come on.
I loved those movies when they first come out, but if you go back and watch them now, they really don't hold a candle in the water to what's been done with even with the Amazing Spider-Man. They were so much better than the original Spider-Man movies. So.
Oh, the first Amazing Spider-Man had so much potential. Oh, I adored that movie.
Dude, I don't care what people say. I even like the Amazing Spider-Man 2. I did. I cried. I cried when Gwen Stacy fucking died. I did. I cried like a little fucking baby. Yeah, I did.
I'm right there with you. I'm not going to dispute that, but my biggest thing with it is they treated Electro very poorly.
Yeah.
Because they didn't touch the source material at all for him. They didn't explain him at all. and they didn't explain why all of a sudden he just went mental. You know what I mean?
Well, he fell into a vat of fucking electric
Well, yeah,
eels.
but
So
what I'm saying is that the character shift was much too sharp.
yeah,
Like from the nerdy guy he was before to the guy speaking in rhymes about everything.
and then
it didn't make any sense.
Playing the itsy bitsy spider on those big cylinders.
Don't get me wrong, I love Jamie Foxx. Actor, he is a phenomenal actor.
Yeah.
You watch the movie Ray, and I swear to God, he made me forget I was watching Jamie Foxx. I thought I was watching a young Ray Charles.
Ray was a good movie though.
Oh, dude, that was an amazing movie. That jerks every string you got in you, man. That hits every emotion button there is. But that's the thing is, yeah, I love the way that they handled the whole Gwen Stacy thing.
Yeah. Oh my God, Gwen Stacy made that movie, and I can't. I'm in love with the chick that plays Gwen Stacy. Anyway, she's friggin' hot as can be. But whatever, you know.
I'm an old man, I guess.
Well, she is of age. I mean, she is drop dead gorgeous, regardless.
I just feel like an old man. Is all I'm saying.
You just feel like an old dirty man if you say they're pretty when they're that young.
I didn't say anything about dirty, man. My fiance is 8 years younger than me, so.
King Kush says that he's excited to see Tom Hardy play Venom. I like Tom Hardy. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm very, very nervous about this movie because of forth with it being connected to Spider-Man and not being connected to Spider-Man.
And it's being done by Sony.
You can't have Venom without Spider-Man. It is an integral part of his origin.
Yeah.
But you see, if you wanted to do it, hey, there is Carnage you could use, but he's connected to Venom, whatever. But then he had 5 symbiotic spawns after that. It was a series called Separation Anxiety.
Yeah.
I mean, there are other symbiotes that you could use. When you mess with Venom, Venom is the progenitor. Venom is first. If you are going to tell his story, you cannot tell it without a developed Spider-Man character.
I don't see how they can tell any of these stories without Spider-Man. It's the Spider-Verse, so.
Exactly, and that's why when they first came out when they redid for the last time.
Yeah.
And then they came out with Iron Man right after that, and they referenced that movie. In the final scene, I knew what they were doing. I told people, I was like, watch, they're gonna set up, because I realized it was being done by Marvel, and I'm like, oh, you watch, they're gonna give each one of the Avengers their own movie. They're gonna bring them together. Yeah. They ended up doing the stages and everything like that, but that was the thing, is that's how you're supposed to develop it. And now everyone's trying to take that, which, I mean, a lot of people forget that taking 17 years to build, almost 20 years to build.
Right.
I mean, this is not something that happened overnight. That's why these characters are so familiar. Where when me and you were kids, only the nerds knew about these characters. People laughed at you when you talked about comics.
Yeah.
Now
comics weren't always popular.
Yeah, I got a freaking Punisher beanie and a Punisher jersey that I wear everywhere,
Yeah, I used to wear this kind of stuff in high school, even though it wasn't popular. But
exactly.
I'm happy that comic culture has become popular. Easy Reeler Gaming. So are you going to be grinding round 2 as well? I don't know yet. We'll see when Monday comes if I decide I'm going to or not. I have no clue yet. Venom's a beast, as what Chris said. Tom Hardy will be amazing either way. I like Tom Hardy. I do. I think Tom Hardy's been in a lot of really amazing movies. And personally, I thought he did a really good job as Bane. I loved Tom Hardy's Bane. I don't know why I love Tom Hardy's Bane, but I did. I don't know why. There was just something about it, that was just really
it's
unique.
Because he's regal. It's because he's very well educated. So that's the most terrifying thing about a bad guy. That's why they use English bad guys.
I don't know. It was just that voice the voice that he did got me. It's like, oh well, hello, Mr. Wayne. And it's like, oh my God, this is so cool. Like I can't. I'm dead. I don't know why I like it so much, but I like it.
It was because you expect him to be this. Because think about it. Dark Knight came off the heels of the Arkham series coming out for platforms. So you had the When did Arkham come out?
Oh, I can't even remember when whenever the video game series came out.
I wish I knew how to research.
Well, I can tell you, right? I can tell you. I can look it up right now and tell you exactly when everything came out. So,
man, why you gotta be all tech savvy and make me look all?
Oh, it's just Google, man. Batman Arkham.
Yeah, but that requires me like getting up and turning on my
Arkham series. Because I can't even remember what the first Batman Arkham game was that came out. I know I played most of them.
It was
That's Arkham Asylum. It came out in 2009.
Yes.
City was part 2. Okay,
yeah,
2009.
Okay, hold on. 2009. So when did Batman Begins come out?
Batman Begins. I want to say Batman Begins came out around like 2004 or something. 2005. It was 2005 is whenever Begins came out.
Okay,
I loved Batman Begins too. Batman Begins was 2004.
And then so Arkham City came out, or Arkham Asylum came out after that, 4 years after that.
Yeah, well, The Dark Knight came out in 2008, so a year before Arkham Asylum came out, Dark Knight hit. And then you got Dark Knight Rises, which came out in 2012, so they were on...
So when did Arkham City come out then?
Batman Arkham. Okay, 2012 is what we're looking at for Arkham.
Yep.
Arkham series. 2012... would have been The Dark Knight Rises would have came out between Arkham City and Arkham Origins coming out. So they were two games into the Arkham series.
Okay, so we hadn't seen Bane in the Nolan yet. But
Right.
in the Arkham series, we had come familiar with Bane, and he was more of a savage brute, similar to what we had experienced in the animated series.
Yeah, pretty much every adaptation of Bane that we've ever seen, just like the savage, brute.
And so he went against that, and while he was still the muscle-bound freaking crazy guy that could snap you in half with a friggin' whatever, he was regal, he was classy, That's what threw people for a loop. It's the same thing when Ledger freaking took on the Joker bit.
Oh,
Everyone
I was so skeptical whenever he first, they announced that the guy from Brokeback Mountain was going to be the Joker. And then I watched it, and I still watched that movie, and I'm like, oh my God, this is the best adaptation of a character to ever play the Joker, and I don't think there'll ever be anybody as good.
See, but the thing is, I saw Ledger back in A Knight's Tale, man. That's where I remember him.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't anything against Ledger either. Like I didn't feel like it was going to be his role, because I even thought as topical as it probably is to not talk about, I actually watched Brokeback Mountain, and he and Jake Gyllenhaal did good in the movie for what they were. You know what I mean? It wasn't a terrible movie.
You realize that it's a script in a movie, and you don't judge the actors on it. You know what I mean? You can look at it. Honestly, it's the same thing that the problem people have with porn.
Yeah.
People end up missing the point of you can learn something from it if you actually take an objective interest in it, rather than I gotta go whatever.
Yeah. What's a better bat, Christian Bale or Affleck? I think they're two totally different Batman. It's really hard to say because they're both totally different Batman. You've got Christian Bale, who plays the young... Well, he's not like younger, but he's like in his prime Batman. While you've got Affleck, who's playing more of the Dark Knight from the Dark Knight actual series Batman, where he's like older.
I refuse to watch Batman v Superman because when I heard that movie, everyone around me didn't want to be around me for a while. I was complaining because it made no sense to me, because I went on a rant about Man of Steel. I hated that movie.
Yeah.
I went to the theater and saw that movie, and it oh my God.
I didn't have a problem with Man of Steel. I thought it was okay, but I know why people wouldn't like it. I'm not a Superman fan either, so.
But here's my problem: is this is Superman. And yet, during the final battle scene, he's standing there all regal while he's not a bad guy. The entire backdrop is Metropolis in flames. It's
Yeah.
just like totally just, and it's like, what, really? When is Superman getting a pissing contest and destroy the whole city he protect? No,
Yeah.
Dude,
That's what I'm saying. I can understand where people are coming from with it. And Easy Reeler Gaming, Grave, what ISP you got costing $300? I don't have an internet service provider that costs $300. It's the easiest way to title the bill. It's actually my internet, cable, and telephone combined, but the bill is normally only around $250 a month, but I haven't been able to make the money that I've needed to pay the bill in full for the past 2 months. So it's like $100 the month before, $100 last month, and I'm trying to play catch up to get the bill caught up so that I don't have to owe on it anymore. That's the reason why the donations, it looks like astronomical for internet bills, because the internet bill ain't been paid in full in 2 months. But it's not just an internet bill. It covers all of it. It covers everything. Yeah, it sucks, but I figure like if I pay enough of it every single month where I only owe like $150 on the bill, they're not going to cut me off, you know? And they haven't yet. But I've been waiting on them to actually cut me off, so I'm trying to work to the point where I get like the bill paid off, but just YouTube's really took a dump on the channel here lately.
That's why we got to get you diversified.
Well, it's not just that. It's YouTube too. Like I used to make anywhere between $150 to $200 every single month, guaranteed from YouTube from ads. That wasn't a problem.
Yeah.
You know, that helped out tremendously in paying the electric bill, the water bill, and part of the.
Yeah, that was just from people watching and leaving likes.
Yeah, that was just from the ad revenue. You know. And that went from $150 to $200 now to I'm not even getting paid next month because you have to make at least $100 to get it. And I only made like $60 last month. So YouTube's really kind of screwed it over. YouTube is definitely really kind of screwed it over.
Is the whole social media thing. I don't understand the media thing. So we got to figure out how to make that work for you.
Well, see, I mean, it was before. It's just
we were talking about. We were talking about earlier that you'd cut your channel on MCOG.
Yeah.
But the thing that you got to realize, what brings people to your channel is you. Because
but it's not though. It's I wish that were the case, but a lot of times I don't get the people unless I'm playing the certain game, and that's a problem that a lot of other YouTubers have too. And I don't think people understand.
Well, you look at the analytics. I don't look at the analytics either.
Well, I look at the views.
I can't see them that.
I look at the views, but I don't. With the way that they've been doing, with the way they've been cutting ads out of almost every single one of my videos, where I'm limited to no ads. It's not. It's not really, it doesn't matter what views I get because they're limited in ads anyway. So it's never really been too much about that. But what's going on, iMac? How you doing, buddy? I see a bunch of people streaming YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. Yeah, I can stream on Twitch, YouTube, and Mixer all at the same time, but I don't know. I'm not getting hardly any views on Twitch whatsoever. Mixer I was doing pretty good on, but it sucks up too much of my upload speed, and it starts to hurt the quality of the streams when I do it.
Well, I was just trying to. Well, I mean, I was thinking of it from personal experience because I mean, like I said, I started watching Animation Throwdown.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed the way that you were presenting your content and stuff like that. You were trying to explain things as you went along. Let's give like a tutorial as you were doing stuff.
Oh yeah.
That way you're keeping people up to speed, and that way the people that are watching it to get the information also grow with you as you learn things.
Right. Well, I also had connections with some of the people at Congregate when I was doing Animation Throwdown, and they were like, I wanted eventually from the just feed me information. I never really wanted anything else from them, from them. They did give me like some border stuff that I could put up on my videos that they made for me to go on the sides where the black lines are right now. They had made some of those for me, like, but all I really ever wanted from it, and it's the same thing I ever wanted from Kabam too, was just information and an open line of communication to talk about things that people had problems with. You know what I mean? That's all I've ever wanted. I don't really want anything from the companies. I do the work because I like playing their games. You know,
you have a passion for it. Yeah. You have a passion.
Exactly.
Well, and that's what I'm talking about. Is, I mean, like when I would see your videos would pop up about news on MCOC and stuff like that, you'd get quite a few views on those. Of course, that was prior to the apocalypse and everything like that.
Oh, I still got even before I stopped doing, like, the last couple of videos that I did on MCOC, they got thousands of views. But it's to me it's more about doing stuff that makes me happy than what gets views. You know, MCOC and doing videos on it, I could not be happy doing it, and I feel like if I do videos on things just because they get views, even though I'm not happy, then I'm lying to the people that I'm doing videos for. I can't do that. I can't force stuff just because, you know.
Well, no, that's admirable. That's integrity, right? That's, you know, that's where that whole Gamergate and all that kind of crap came from. Yeah. You don't feel right being dishonest about it. Right, I don't. It's an actual personal feeling. And I agree with you on that. I'm the same type of way. You know, if I got to give you my opinion on something, and I don't like censor myself. I've learned, you know. And I'll
gladly take it too. If you got something you want to say to me, I'll gladly take anything you want to say, man. You know, that goes for anybody too.
I got thick enough skin, but I also realize that the world is in a very strange place at this point. So in my years, I've learned when I should actually curb my speech on my own.
Yeah.
And, you know, decide. It's like being around a child, you know, you got to curb your speech. You got to not be swearing all the time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is part of the reason I'd get on, like, call stuff like that. If I heard a kid in there, I'd immediately mute them. Just because, you know what, it's not about me hearing them. It's about they don't need to be hearing me.
Well, see, Easy Riddler Gaming, that's kind of not the truth for a lot of people. There's a lot of people out there that do, like, they do certain games, even though they absolutely fucking hate doing them. They can't stand doing it, but that's the bread and butter. That's what they make their money doing off of it. And they're such a good, because you're only watching unless they're live streaming it, I don't think it's going to be really easy for it to bleed through and see that you don't enjoy doing what you're doing. If you're making like a 10 to 15 minute long video every single day and just posting videos of it, it's really easy just to fake like doing that and not let it bleed through. I guarantee there's tons of people out there that keep doing the same thing, that same old shtick. Yeah, and they just you know, whatever.
Well, see, this is the thing though, is I've noticed like do you watch any other channels really, or not so much?
Not anymore really. I watch some people that do games outside of MCOC. It's no offense to a lot of the people that are new and doing MCOC, but a lot of the other people that have been doing it for like a year and a half have been pretty douchey to me behind the scenes, so I don't watch them. Sorry.
Fair enough. No, you know what? That's the thing, is you make that choice to remove yourself from the situation rather than making a deal about it. You know, that's what adults do. You know, it's like, okay, I'm not going to deal with that. I'm going to go with my thing over here.
If I have problems with people, I try to talk to them about it. Whenever you start getting blocked on like social media by those people, when you try to discuss the issues with them, then that's the point where I'm just going to cut them out completely.
Well, see, what I'm thinking is, like, have you thought crossing over? You said you had done some stuff on Twitch. Yeah. And I mean, you have to remember, I'm tech stupid. So, I mean, dude, I bought a freaking $100 Elgato freaking card. I put 5 videos up on my freaking channel, freaking playing pinball on my freaking Xbox. But I went to go start uploading Skyrim videos, and this is way back, you know, freaking like 5 years ago. And I tried to start uploading my Skyrim, and I mean, dude, I went from started the game. I don't know if you've ever played Skyrim.
Oh, I love Skyrim. I played the hell out of Skyrim when it first came out on PS3.
So doing a tutorial explaining all the parts that I was doing running through, I got it down to where I could go from, I cut out the intro because it was just, FMV.
Yeah.
But once you get to where you name your character and everything, I started up there, and it would take me 18 minutes and 50 seconds to get to where I was exiting the end cave.
Yeah.
And because I didn't understand YouTube, I didn't understand what your time limits were or anything like that. So,
Right.
I figured, okay, well, I've seen that it's like under 20 minutes or something you can post on there or whatever. So I tried to do that, and then it wouldn't upload. I never could understand why that didn't work, so I never did it again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the problems that I had, guys. Like, easy reelers, just feel free to drop by my channel anytime. I appreciate that. That's what I'm saying. It's not anything to like any of you guys that are like new and do videos and stuff, because I haven't had a chance to like talk to you guys or work with you or anything like that. But I've been burnt a lot of times from this community, and it really, that was one of the big things that took a toll on me wanting to leave too, was the fact that I just been burnt so many times by the people that I just feel jaded with the community itself, because I was getting people like what Easy Reeler says too. People hate others who tell it like it is anymore. They want to candy cane and rainbow everything. It's annoying, and because of the fact that I really don't have that much of a filter, and I don't care to say things the way that I see them, I was getting a lot of hate from this community too. Not just the YouTubers, a lot of the community itself too. Just like when the negative comments outweigh the positive comments, you start to get downtrodden so much that you don't want to do the videos anymore. So that's where the hiatus came into play.
That mindset. It's that old school gamer versus new school gamer, man.
Yeah, and I would rather be honest with people than dishonest. So
yeah, I mean, that's honestly the thing is, I mean, being honest with someone is not a sign of disrespect. That's actually a sign of respect, because you're having the respect to tell the person what you honestly think, not curb your tongue.
Yeah.
Now, there's a difference between, being disrespectful to someone.
Right, exactly.
And there's no need to do that, but you can tell someone who it is. And you remember, you can't give offense. You can only take offense.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's the whole thing is, I mean, like, one of my favorite movies is?
What's that?
Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles, yeah.
Friggin' Mel Brooks. Oh my God, I love Mel Brooks.
Oh, I like
you
Mel
would
Brooks
not
too.
be able to make that movie today.
No, you couldn't.
90% of his movies. Well, 90% of his movies you couldn't make.
No.
But they teach us such important lessons, and it allows us to laugh at our history and go, wow, yeah, we were kind of stupid back then. I mean, think about before we understood, freaking flight, you think about before we understood the wheel, before we understood whatever.
Yeah.
We always laugh at our former selves because we know that we've grown as a race of creatures on this planet, a species of creatures. We've grown and we've accomplished such amazing things that it's unfathomable.
Yeah. I agree with you 110%, man.
I don't know. I ended up starting to. You ever heard of Mind?
Mind what?
Mind. MIDS or MINDS.com. Like brain.
No, I don't think I've ever heard of that one.
Minds.com.
Like
I guess the best way I can describe it is like a cross between Twitter and Facebook, but then again, I've never used Twitter.
Yeah.
But you're able to just like post stuff, and I end up posting stuff like that when I have random thoughts. I tell us these tangents.
Yeah.
And I'll just, because that's the thing is, I mean, I look at this, how far the human species has come.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to me the things that we can do. Yet I look around and I just look at the stupidity of it. It makes me sad. It really does.
Yeah.
But you know what? I do have hope. I do have hope, because for all these crazy millennials you see running around, I've seen people from like my nephew's generation, and I mean, they're going to college and stuff like that. They're trying to get their head around what they want to do with their lives and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it gives me hope that, you know, there's going to be something for them.
Well, I hope there is, for my kid's sake.
That's the thing. I mean, I do that with my too. I try to talk to him about stuff and explain to him what's the reason for doing things this way or that way. Instead of just keep telling him what to do, I try to explain to him why I'm telling him that. Like I was walking with him in the parking lot of like Walmart, and he wanted to walk on the outside. You know.
Yeah, and it's
He
not
wanted to have
safe.
me so I put him between me and the cars.
Yeah.
And he started to twist his arm, and all I did is I just squeezed. And you know, the more he twists, the more he's going to hurt his own arm.
Right.
And then you know, we got up to the storefront, and I stopped him and I said, "You have to realize, Gabe, well, you're trying to get away from me, and you're upset with me because you're getting in pain." I said, "But what I'm trying to stop is people aren't going to be watching for you.
Yep.
I don't want you to end up flattened." And once I explained it to him, he started to realize, oh, it's not safe.
It's for his safety only, you know. It's not anything against. That's the way I do. Like my kids, like yesterday, we went to the store, and I got one that just likes to jump out in front of other people's buggies, and it makes me upset, you know. Because to me, that's disrespectful, and I'm trying to tell him that it's like you know, you got to stay near me. What's up, John? Welcome back, buddy.
Martha.
Oh, fucking Martha. He's Batman versus Superman.
No, really, we're gonna go. Because I'll tell you why that's such a.
Why did you say that name?
It's a horrible concept. I mean, think about it. It's Superman, and I understand they had some cracked out, contrived, you know, super mist kryptonite thing that allowed souped up Batflick to freaking kick his ass, but it doesn't make no sense. The timing is off. There's no way he could have predicted all that. But that aside, it's freaking Superman. They turned him into a freaking heartless cretin. Well, I mean, how are you gonna make his Earth dad freaking basically tell him not to save anyone? No, that's where he got his morals from. That is where he got his morals from. He didn't know his Kryptonian dad. He didn't get to have funky conversations with him. It was his Earth dad that gave him his sense of humanity. That's why he was who he was. And then what did they do? They spit in the face of that and went, "Oh nope, he's just gonna kill everyone." It's very disheartening. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
So you didn't like Marlon Brando as Superman's daddy?
No, it's the fact that they were trying to make it his Krypton dad that was giving him all the advice and everything, and that his Earth dad gave him nothing.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe was it.
That was his. Yeah, that was the one in the
new movies. That was
movies.
his Kryptonian dad. Yeah, Russell Crowe, Kryptonian dad. I can't remember the name of friggin' Mr. Ken. It eludes me. But that it upset me so bad. And then at the end, it's like, oh, he's gonna use his heat. Oh, spoilers if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, I'm sorry. But he's, oh my God, he's gonna kill this family of 4 with his heat vision, and that forces Superman to snap his neck. It's like, really? Why didn't you do that when he didn't have the powers yet before he destroyed the city? Oh no, you got to wait for the family of 4. Oh yeah, that makes sense. It was worthless. Absolutely worthless.
Kevin Costner. I couldn't think. I knew who it was. I couldn't think of it either.
Oh yeah, Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
Y'all ever seen that Family Guy episode where Chris goes, "How does Kevin Costner keep making movies?"
Kevin Costner's a good actor.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, you can't necessarily judge an actor by the role. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. The whole DCU thing is it's irritating to me because, well, DC Comics has always been a disjointed comic series.
But DC Comics has always been behind when it comes to the friggin' movie scene. They're always going to be behind when it comes to the movie scene. I don't even think... I didn't watch Wonder Woman. I've heard lots of really good things about Wonder Woman. I've heard it was a good movie. I don't know. I've never seen it. But I don't think Justice League is gonna be able to keep up. Did somebody just knock
See,
on
the
my door?
problem is the DCU was never built in the same universe like the MCU was. The Marvel universe is basically a template of our world and our universe. It's just overlaid with mutants and cosmic heroes and tech geniuses and all these other things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's familiar because, you know, people are in New York, people are in LA, people are in this place, that place, and so it feels more connected. When you go over to DC, partly it was because a whole bunch of different creators were making comics, and DC ended up stealing a bunch of that with forgery. At one point, they got sued, and that's why DC is so disjointed. But you have places like Gotham and Metropolis, which were signifying averages of a place in the U.S.
I think like the funniest thing that I ever caught from Batman versus Superman the movie was the fact that Gotham was basically right across the fucking bay from from Metropolis. That was funny to me. That was actually funny. It's like, we gotta go to Gotham. And it's like they're in Metropolis, but they're like, we gotta go to Gotham, and it's like it's a helicopter ride across the bay. That blew my mind. I'm like, what? No. And I'm guessing Themyscira's in the backyard. You know.
I think the funniest part is the end where Jesse Eisenberg's going tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Yeah, and that was alluding to Darkseid. I thought it was alluding to Darkseid, but apparently it's friggin' Steppenwolf, because that's supposed to be the bad guy in the Justice League movie, is Steppenwolf.
See, the other problem with Superman though is he always gets so much more powerful. I mean, when you look through the comics.
Yeah, or let Lex Luthor created Doomsday with Zod.
Yeah, but I mean,
Zod
like,
was
if you go to,
Zod was
comics,
Doomsday. That's.
Well, if you go to like the modern comics, it's like there's been ones where he can, like, as long as the sun's there, he can never actually die, and it's just like, well, what is really the purpose of a character like that?
What, with Superman?
Character. Yeah, I would never understand that.
Well,
I understood the propaganda purpose of him
in
when he was first created.
In All-Star Superman, he died from sun poisoning by being like knocked out too close to the sun and staying in the sun's rays too much.
Yeah, but how many times has Superman died? I mean, let's be honest.
Well, that was death for good. The only thing that came out of that afterwards was what was a clone of Superman that Lex Luthor made. So, as far as I can remember, and so as far as I can recall.
Well, I'm not going to say you're wrong because I haven't read them, so I can't call your bluff on that one, man.
It may be like another
see,
disjointed out of the ordinary universe, for all I know. So,
but see, with the Marvel universe, I always felt more connected to it because it was all interconnected. I mean, like I have. Have you ever heard of the series Damage Maximum?
This the what now?
Damage Maximum, I think it was.
I don't think so.
It was a Punisher and Wolverine series. Because this dude named Maximum Damage or whatever, like, made himself look like the Punisher and was going around killing people.
Okay, yeah.
And Frank Castle was like having issues at that point. He didn't know what was going on. He was just blacking out and stuff.
Yeah.
So he wasn't sure if he was actually committing these crimes. And then here comes freaking Logan and, you know, tearing up shit, freaking trying to figure out what's going on, because that's where I found out that Wolverine and Punisher actually know each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I love those little here and there, and it shows you that this world revolves and all these people interact with each other, and that's what I always thought was a beautiful collage of it. That's why DC never compared to it. And that's why I always think they got to be very careful when they do these series or movies or stuff, because there's so much attached to it. And maybe I'm just an overly freaky nerd, you know, from the old school, but I know way too much about Marvel.
Well, it's I don't know too many DC comic books where the villains cross over into other heroes' spectrums. But you get that a lot with Marvel.
Oh yeah. Well, here, think about it this way. How many people did it take when what's his name? It was Ghost Rider: Spirits of Vengeance,
Yeah.
the actual series. Because it was oh no, I'm sorry. The 4-part series was called Ghost Rider: Spirits of Venom, and I don't know if I still have it. I used to have a poster of the cover of it. It was Venom. He was upside down, and he had Ghost Rider's chain in one hand. He had one hand clawed into the ceiling, holding himself there, and in the other hand he had Ghost Rider's chain, and at the end of it was Ghost Rider's skull tied up in it, and then in his mouth, crushed in half, was Johnny Blaze's gun.
Yeah.
Because unlike the movie, Johnny Blaze and Ghost Rider are two separate people. They are not the same person.
No, they're not.
And that's what people forget.
I think they did a good job of putting that out there with Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider, on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That they weren't the same person. That whenever Ghost Rider takes over the body of the host, that it's Ghost Rider, not that person has any kind of control. It is just Ghost Rider.
Well, I mean, in the comics, though, they're completely two separate entities, though.
That's what I'm saying. It's like whenever Ghost Rider takes the form of the host, it's Ghost Rider. He is the rider at that point. He is not the person. He doesn't harbor any of Johnny Blaze's memories or anything. He is just there to inflict damage on those that have done damage to other people.
God, I need to get my comics, because I need to read in there, because I swear to God, like, no, I mean, like, when I say they're two separate entities, I mean, like, both of them are in the frame at the same time, like, talking to each other.
Oh, I don't know if they have, I don't remember if they ever had a, what was it, Firestorm kind of thing going on or not.
Because I know Vengeance is a different character altogether from Ghost Rider as well.
Yeah.
And that's, see, like, I know these characters, I've read certain parts of it, but God, it's been a long time. So don't take anything that I say for fact.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Research, but I don't know. Like I said, though, I think Venom is probably my favorite out of all of them. Because, see, the one thing that I loved about it is settled things with Spider-Man after Carnage. He left New York and he went to LA.
Yeah.
I actually have Venom #1. The glow in the dark first issue of I believe Anxiety, where he actually went to LA.
Yeah.
That's an old freaking comic book. God, I'm old. I apologize. I'm running my mouth.
Easy Riddler said he hates that Hulk and Wolverine are dead in the comics. Yeah, that's kind of sad, honestly. Because I'm not really a big fan of Totally Awesome Hulk either. Amadeus Cho as Hulk.
Dude, I'm glad I stopped reading comics when I did, because it seems like they just destroyed everything.
Yeah, it's all different. It's all different now.
If I start laughing, I'm watching SNL, so if I start laughing,
no worries, John. I think I'm going to end the stream soon anyway. A couple more rounds. I'm starting to get pretty tired.
How high are you? I mean, how high?
It's like almost at 8 million.
So I can't listen to tell us he's nonsense anymore.
7.7. I'm at 7.76.
Yeah, you should get him.
I'm fine. I'm pretty sure I'm in the clear. If I don't get him, I will never grind another arena again.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I can say that for sure. I can't.
You'll grind again. I'll entertain you while you grind. See,
I doubt it.
You don't even think about it. When I'm in here talking to you, man, you don't even.
Well, I mean, we may like play arena for milestones, but I don't know. I don't even know for sure if I'll grind an arena for a basic champion ever again after this anyway. So
Yeah.
It was a rare thing that I decided to grind in arena to begin with.
Oh, you didn't have Iceman, that's why.
I don't have a lot of these characters that
Yeah.
that have came out. Like, I stopped doing basic arena whenever Rogue came out, so I don't remember the last character I got as a basic champion.
So PUBG, that's a PC game, right?
Yeah, it's right now. It's gonna be out for PlayStation and Xbox One eventually, but right now it's only out for PC.
All right, then I gotta look into getting. You said you play PUBG, you play MCOP, you play
Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight is definitely a PlayStation and Xbox game.
Yeah, but you don't have an Xbox.
I don't. I've got.
I do.
I've got a PlayStation 4, but I can't justify buying a game that I already have on PC for the PlayStation 4 either.
I got.
Well, that's what I'm trying to look at.
Yeah. PC's the superior gaming machine in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, fair enough. I mean, I got myself a decent PC. I mean, it'll run most stuff.
Yeah.
As far as I know, but I don't know how to use it. That's my problem. I mean, dude, I got a freaking Razer Black Widow freaking keyboard. I love this keyboard.
Huh.
I got a freaking Razer Chroma command pad.
Yeah.
I got my Logitech freaking trackball freaking mouse. I mean, I got a couple different sets of freaking beaches around here.
Yeah.
I mean, if I understood how to use it, I could probably use it pretty well, but I don't. I'm tech stupid, man.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
I got a laptop.
I tell you what, Grave, you help me figure this out. Oh, go ahead, man. Sorry.
Oh, that was John.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was talking over him. Apologies.
Oh, you're fine.
I was gonna say, Grave, if you teach me how to freaking use this thing, man, I'll come on a game with you if you want a tag team partner, man.
It's not that hard to figure out. I mean, that's kind of, I don't know. It'd be kind of hard to explain it. You turn it on, you download the game, you get in the game, and it's simple. Usually WASD keys, you know.
Fair enough. Well, like I said, I got that command pad. You ever used a command pad?
I have not. I've got the crappy keyboard that came with the computer that I got, and Santiago sent me a really nice mouse. It's not like super, gaming mouse, but I love it better than the one I had because it was screwing up on me.
Yeah, I got that Logitech Air mouse.
Yeah, it's what he sent me a Logitech mouse, but I like it. It works. That's the only thing that mattered to me.
Yeah, Logitech.
Dude,
they make good products.
Yeah, that's what I got, man. When I was a kid, my dad got a computer, and to tell you how old this computer was, you had to literally part, and by that I mean you had to type in the word part and load that before you shut it off.
Yeah. Why am I doing 8 million? Because we're just playing, man. We're just playing and streaming.
Because I'm just yakking his ear off. That's what
that's all there is. We're just playing and streaming.
Like, how can I let Tennessee down easy? I don't know how to do it.
I mean, we're going about as long. I said we were going to go about as long as we did last time. So I mean, it's partly my fault too.
Did you tell him what I said in the stream, Trace?
Yeah, I told him.
Wait, what happened?
John told you to shut up earlier, but he said it was just a joke.
Oh.
That was a long time ago, though.
I was just kidding.
Dude, see, this is. I'll just put it this way. My current state is due to the fact that I live in California. That's all I'll say about that.
I'm partial to controllers. I like controllers too, but I've got so used to playing on keyboard and mouse here lately.
How long was you in the military?
I was in the military for 1 year and 7 months, and then I was discharged for hyperglycemia.
That sucks.
Yeah. That and I get the wonderfulness looking forward to.
That's not cool.
You
No,
guys
that
ever heard of
sucks.
neuropathy?
Yeah, I have. That sucks, dude.
Kills your nerve endings.
Yeah.
It starts in your fingers and your toes, and it kills your nervous.
Nah, I'm
My
good,
grandfather
Santiago.
passed from that. What'd Santiago say?
He wants to do a battle crystals. We never did any of those other ones on my channel, so.
You ain't done that in a long time.
Well, I don't do
don't suck
collabs
at
with
it,
people
probably
anymore. The only person I got to do collab stuff with is Tim. That's what we were talking about earlier. Like, there's nobody to do collab work with. The people that I
Yeah.
did do collab work with kind of veered off and stopped talking to people, so.
Yeah.
Well,
It is what it is.
technically, we're all doing collab work. It's just we're not successful. Or at least I'm not successful. Is it only a collab when you do it with someone else successful?
I think so.
Well, shit.
Yeah, my cousins were in the military, and one of them got a Purple Heart for saving people from a car that was about to explode. It had a bomb in it.
And see, that's what people don't realize is that they put you in a different state of mind when you're in the military
Yeah.
to do things like that. That you're not thinking about yourself. You're thinking about completing the mission or saving somebody or doing whatever you need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's people sit there and they talk about, oh well, they brainwash people. It's like, no, you have to recondition someone in order to give them a gun and go say, here, go potentially die. You can't tell that to a normal person. They're not going to be able to digest that. But that's why you have basic training. I mean, I went through 13 weeks in the Marine Corps, and it's like literally the world stopped because there was no phone. We got a newspaper once a week, and you were lucky if you got anything out of it. You're lucky if you got to look at the obituaries. I was looking at the obituaries for California, and I was from Minnesota, so it wasn't exactly doing anything for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I went in the military, and then when I came out, there was Code Red Mountain Dew. I didn't understand. It messed with me really, really bad. It's 13 weeks I hadn't had a Mountain Dew. And I was like, oh God, I want a Mountain Dew. And so I went in to get a Mountain Dew over the. I stopped and I about crapped myself. I'm like, why is there Red Mountain Dew?
Yeah. I got blue and purple now and everything.
Oh yeah,
Purple's the best.
I'm a bit.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna have to disagree, man.
To me, purple's the best. I like the purple.
The pitch black or the voltage?
Pitch black.
Okay, you got it. Yep, I will agree. Pitch black is an amazing flavor.
I like the voltage, the blue one.
Yeah, no, that's nasty. That's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting, John.
It's terrible, man.
Well, we'll agree to disagree, I guess.
I guess we're gonna have to. I don't know. I can't get into that one.
I still can't agree and disagree, and it's hard.
Didn't they take that away?
Aren't you on a different device, Santiago? I don't remember taking away your wrench.
Or did they bring it back?
Which one?
Which one?
Pitch black.
Pitch black did get took away and they brought it back, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've done that several times.
Livewire is a good one too. I do like Livewire. I did
Livewire too.
Livewire is good. I used to love Code Red, but I think Code Red I got really tired of it.
It has to be. I'll alternate now. I'll get like a 12-pack every week and a half.
I only if I go to the store, I'll buy like a bottle of pop, but I don't drink pop anymore. Like to buy it and bring it to the house.
Well, I've had to make sure that I'm moderating myself with it because, dude, I used to go through a 20-pack a day.
Yeah. I used to go through a cube of pop. I used to go through like 2 of them in 2 weeks.
Or I had to
I drank soda like water.
I can't drink a lot, so.
Yeah, see, I just don't drink anymore. The doctor said it was better to quit, so that's what I drink too. I drink like Kool-Aid flavored water, so.
Dude, it's very strange. Oh, sorry, John. Go ahead.
Oh, that's all right. I used to drink tea all the time, and then in 2015 I had to go on life support, and I about died.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah, and then I had to have a trachea, so they made me start drinking water. I just got used to drinking water.
Yeah, you drink water, you just get used to it. I buy gallons of water and I put the squeeze things of Kool-Aid in them. The things that are like Mios. Yeah, I do that.
My uncle likes that too.
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta say the water out here in Colorado is amazing right out of the tap. Like it tastes like water. It doesn't taste like minerals or nothing. It just tastes like water, and it's because it comes right out of the freaking mountains, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna go check and see if the kids are in bed, and then I'm gonna hop off for the night.
You have a good.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Guys.
You too, Telly.
All right, guys, that's going to be it for me on the stream, too. Thank you guys so much for being here. Definitely appreciate the new subs that we got tonight. Thank you to you, Ricky, for the donation. Definitely appreciate it. Helps out a huge amount and going a long way to pushing us where we need to be to get the bills paid so that we don't have to worry about possibly getting shut off every single month because we're late on the bills. So thank you for that. Definitely big time. Thank you for that. And thank you for everybody here that was here live. Definitely love and appreciate every single one of you guys. So I will probably be back tomorrow evening. I don't know for sure if I'm going to be playing Contest of Champions or not at this point. Probably going to be playing something else. So, you know, drop by and hit me up if you want to on another game. I want to see. Because we got 14 people here. Let's see if we can find some. I want to raid somebody tonight. I want to raid somebody. If we can find somebody that's live right now and playing this that doesn't have a lot of people watching them right now. Is there any way to see when people are live? Let's go to live gaming. Can I search specifically in live gaming for Contest of Champions? No. Dang it. I wish I knew how to do this. I mean, we got a few people. You guys let me know in chat if you want to raid. We haven't had too many people talking too much, but I do want to raid somebody. Let's just go to the live gaming and see. Who is on that I wouldn't want to drop in on? If you guys haven't done a raid before, what raiding is we go over, we give a little bit of love to another channel, and we try to help them out. You don't have to sub to them. Just drop in, give a like on it. If you enjoy what you see, give them a sub. Just kind of try to help and make their day. Here, let's do Tim. Tim's got a little bit more than I got right now, but. Here you go, guys. Whenever you go in, just be cordial, be nice. Hit them up with the hashtag Grave Raid. Just do that when you go in. Show them a little bit of love. Head over. Check out Tim. If you guys haven't seen Tim, me and Tim are pretty good buddies. Tim does this game. So, head on over. Drop in, say hi, hashtag Grave Raid. And I'll be there with you guys too. I'm going to hop in and say hi to him as well. Thank you guys so much. Love you to death. Catch you in the next one. Later.